Welcome into Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Male Medical. We are joined now by Ant Wright. He's a content creator. Ant, how we doing this morning?
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Man, listen, we closet stalked you, so we've been watching you for like a year. We love the X account. I gotta ask though, who does your graphics, man? Because that's kind of the iPod. Like your visuals, man, to go with the Twitter account, man. That's pretty legit.
I do everything.
Oh, okay. One stop shop.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The kindred spirits here. You got a chance to see the final bracket reveal. You make hay with the Big Ten. Did you buy the whole SEC? My partner here calls it a Ponzi scheme versus the Big Ten and kind of how they were seated given their conference strength all year.
No, I think everything was fine. The one thing that like we need to kind of look at when we're looking at brackets is like, don't look at the program. You have to look at that year. Like, what are you doing that year? And I think a lot of times when like people see a lot of big brands in one region, they're like, oh my gosh, they got this, they got that. I'm like, no. Like, that's not how it works. And you have to look at what that team is doing, what they've been doing the last one or 2 months, and I think it's been solid. Look, at this point, everybody is or has beaten some sort of champion. Everybody's going to be good right now. So you have to just play who's in front of you, take care of your business, and keep it moving. So, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be extremely balanced. They use a lot of advanced metrics. They use a little bit of, human context as well. But I thought they did an okay job this year.
Fair or foul that Duke, as the #1 overall seed, may have the toughest region?
I would say.
Or do you agree with that, first of all?
I don't. I see how they got some of those seeds, though. Like, I do believe that Michigan State would have been the 2 somewhere else, and Purdue would have been the 3 seed in that region if Purdue had lost to Michigan yesterday. But with that win, I think they flipped Michigan State and Purdue. Now, when it comes to someone like Kansas is tough because they've got NBA guys on that team, but they weren't always playing consistent and at a high level. So you can see where their metrics kind of bump them down. They have a higher ceiling, but they don't have that complete resume. I do think they have the toughest 8 or 9 matchup, though. I think Ohio State is better than a lot of people think. With like Mobley and Thornton, like those guys are dogs. And when it comes to the backcourt in the NCAA tournament, anything can happen. Then you have, even if they lose to TCU was a menace in the Big 12. So they're going to have a tough matchup either way once they win that first round. But I do think that they have the toughest 8-9. I do believe that it is fairly balanced still, even though that East region is loaded with brands, though. Like, they have the biggest brand for sure over there.
How do you think we slept on Thornton all year as amazing as he's been? A below-the-rim guy, shoots 56% from the floor, 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, and he just continues to fly under the radar.
Well, because he hasn't been to the tournament. You're kind of always thinking, okay, these are kind of empty stats. But when he was able to really pull Ohio State out of the bubble and, get some real tough wins and, win the games that they should win and get Diebler in, and I made a joke yesterday before the bracket, and I asked my boy, I was like, did Ohio State get 2 into the tournament? Right? Because, I think they would rather that 10-7 game rather than the 8-9.
Seed, yeah.
Because, they were around that 10 for a while, and I was like, I think they're playing their way 2 in right now. Because you would much rather face, a UConn in that second round or, who else is there? Well, based off, because so many Big Ten teams are in that 2-3 and that 7-10, 8-9. So, facing UConn in that 10-7, I think you would rather them than a Duke team. Now, this Duke team is pretty hobbled. Like Pat Nagamba, he's on minutes restriction, and Caleb Foster is out. Caleb Foster's been really good, especially defensively. They're going to really miss him if they end up playing Ohio State. But Bruce Thornton, great story. He stayed in one place and finally got it done for the Buckeyes and John Diebler. Not John Diebler, but
Yeah.
As you're looking at the top two lines, so your ones and all your twos, you mentioned, backcourt's getting it done in March. Who do you like the most in terms of just their backcourt out of those two top seed lines?
You know what's funny? I was saying that like backcourts matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you look at the 4 and 1 seeds, it's their front courts.
Yeah. We talked about that, right?
I'd say outside of Arizona.
Well, they're the biggest.
No, Arizona too. Like V-Star and Awaka.
Burries.
They've got a great front court too, but they've got Burries and Bradley who are different than the rest of the guards
teams,
for the one.
To your point, Ant, teams, all 4 of those teams, we don't talk about them being prolific from behind the arc. We talk about how big and physical and skilled they are.
Yeah, like you would argue, Duke's a good front court, but like if you're looking at the top front courts in the entire country, I think it's Arizona, Florida, and Michigan in some order. But I do think that Burries and Bradley give them a different type of pop and balance, especially when you got like NBA guys at the guard spot and then you got a really stout front court. It gives you a chance. It gives you a chance for sure.
Yeah. I like and let me ask you something about Arizona, just real quick. What do you do with Koa Pete, where we're so quick to want to say, I don't know how he's going to be as a pro, or this, or he doesn't do that. But when he's healthy, and we saw Arizona struggle when he had the leg injury in that little mini last quarter of the season. What do you do with Koa Pete on the national level as an impact player?
Yeah. What's funny is I've been talking about Koa Pete on the timeline since he was in middle school. And I'm cool with his family. And like one thing about him is that he's a gamer. He's tough as nails. He does offer mismatches, but I also think that he is someone who is also team first. I think you still flow with what's been working, but you're going to need him at some point. And then when you need him, he's going to be ready to go. He doesn't shoot it great. Doesn't shoot it great from the outside, but still he is a matchup nightmare. Like I said, just a tough body. But Arizona did a really nice job adjusting, and that's what good teams do. They're able to lose someone and then be able to move things around and really not lose a big step.
And when you're looking at this field, this is an exercise that DB and I do a lot. Is the bracket's finally out now. How deep do you get before you get to a team that you don't think can win the national title?
In terms of what now?
How many number of teams you think can win a title?
Yeah.
How many can?
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
Realistically, I could count them right now. Who I think can win?
I'm gonna pick 8.
Yeah, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So guessing Vandy is one of those you kind of.
Vandy's in there for sure. Yeah,
okay.
Vandy's in there. I like Mark Byington. He recruited me out of high school. Like, I like Mark Byington.
All bias aside, right?
Yeah. All bias aside.
All right.
I never visited them, but nah.
Another fringe team that I bet is in that 10, 11, 12 range. Okay. In or out on Michigan State?
I said out.
Out?
Okay. Yeah. I didn't count them. I think they could get to a Final Four for sure. I trust Jeremy Fears and I trust Carson Cooper. And I like the growth of Jordan Scott too. I think he's going to be big. They've found something with Scott and Tang. Those guys being able to shoot. Tang's confidence is the highest it's been since he's been at Michigan State. And Jeremy Fears, he causes hell for the other teams, man. Like on both ends. Like he'll get you in foul trouble whether he has the ball or not. So, he's if you have a really, really good backcourt, he can outplay the whole backcourt if need be. You saw the Arkansas game, outplayed them. You saw the early Iowa game, outplayed Sturts to the point where he was just shell-shocked.
That's a great pull on Tang.
Mm-hmm.
So he is very, very legit. But I do think Tang and Scott, because they've been missing some shooting. But Tang is shooting, like, if he gets the ball off of one or two offensive rebounds, he's going to shoot that next shot. He wasn't doing that earlier in the year. He wasn't doing that last year. He's playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Okay, so and I'm going to try and
12 is the highest number we've gotten to in 4 weeks.
Yeah, recently.
We were at 12 or 13 probably halfway through January.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way through the season.
And then with our national guys, we've gotten down now into the 9 or 10. You're the first person in a while. I'm curious. Go ahead.
So there have been so many injuries. Like there have been so many injuries for me where I'm like, it's getting kind of shaky. Like Michigan, LJ Kaysen, huge injury. Duke, Pat, and Caleb Foster, big injuries. Like these are really, really important people who are going down. So like all that comes into play.
Is UConn on the list?
No, they're not.
Okay. So
no, they're not on my list.
Who else from the top 2 seed lines didn't make it? Was it just UConn, or do you have Purdue in there or out?
Who else did not make it? I didn't put Purdue.
Okay.
I did not put UConn. Those two.
So no Purdue, UConn, or Michigan State.
There has to be some threes.
So Virginia, did they make it?
Virginia, no.
Okay, you said Vandy made it. Did Gonzaga make it?
No, not Gonzaga. I only think Arizona from the West can win.
Okay, so who are your
go through this, and I'm fascinated.
Yeah,
so Michigan, I said Michigan, Iowa State, Alabama, because of the guard play. Like Phylon is legit. They don't have great bigs, but the guard play is there, and they have a really good forward in Amari Allen. And we're looking at Arizona, Arkansas.
Even with their defensive, you just think they'll just outscore folks?
I just trust good guard play. I just trust good guard play. Guard play just goes
as good as anybody.
Yeah, like the guard play, I just trust it. I know that there's rules where you got to be top 25 in defense and offense. I get it, but I think a lot of that is there's got to be more context with how different the college game is now. Like guys are older. There's guys who would have been in the NBA right now if not for NIL.
Yeah,
way more Europeans, right? Way more international guys. So I think the balance is a little bit different. We're not talking about 19, 20-year-olds. Like teams got 24, 25-year-olds hooping.
You saw what Nick Boyd did to Wagler. That was just an older experienced guard versus a guy getting his feet wet.
Yeah.
Like Nick Boyd worked Wagler over the other day.
Absolutely. So I said Florida, Houston, Illinois, and Vanderbilt. Duke, Kansas. What number am I on?
I need two, I think.
Yeah, Duke, Kansas, and Louisville.
What about Houston?
I counted Houston.
Okay, so Louisville interests me. I've asked about Louisville all year. I'm kind of an ACC honk outside of the Big Ten. Obviously, they have to make their shots. If you're going to get past, hey, it's a make or miss league. What is it that you like about Louisville, even though they're kind of undersized?
Backcourt.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Ryan
think
Conwell,
you
Mikael
think he's
Brown.
healthy?
The what now?
You think he's healthy?
I think he's gonna. I think he's got a chance to play and come back.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, especially if he's been out all of March. So Mikael Brown and Ryan Conwell, if they're vibing, like they've got a shot. They've got a shot for real. Do you put money on them? I'm not saying that.
Yeah, first person that's even entertained me on Louisville, though. Like, I like the different perspectives because I've talked about Louisville and Virginia almost all year, and it's just hard for people to kind of come around on the style that Louisville plays with because they are undersized, but they know how to play small.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of times you either get bigger or you adjust to how they're playing. And if you adjust to their game, that's where they can get you. So if you don't beat them with your size, if you're not able to contain those guards, it's going to be a long day for you.
Okay, so talk to me about Kansas a little bit here. I'm obviously picking up the vibe on the backcourts and stuff like that.
Famous hater, you are.
I've had a hard time. I've had a hard time with the Darren Peterson thing all year. His numbers, obviously, we had the is he going to play? Is he not going to play for a part of the season? His numbers when he plays more than 25 minutes in terms of shooting efficiency drop off a cliff. I struggle with Kansas a little bit. Talk me through that one. I like Badinga a lot. Council, I like his attitude, I think, more than his game. What are you seeing with Kansas that you put them on the list?
Them at 4 is – I made the argument a couple days ago where I'm looking at bracket matrix and all these things, and I'm like, man, I would like the 4s are more talented than the 3s. The 3s maybe have a more complete resume, but the 4s, their ceiling is higher.
I don't disagree.
I can see that.
That makes sense.
I see that.
Because you did it with the 2 3s last week. We should have done it with the 3 4s.
Yeah, the 3 4s is where it's at. Because that's the difference between playing. That's the difference between playing a 1 seed in the Elite 8 and the Sweet 16. If you get a 4 going into the Sweet 16, you get 4 to 5 days of prep. But they also get that prep too. Do you want to play NBA guards with 4 or 5 days of prep?
I get it. I get it.
I don't know. It's a little tough.
The 4-5s, though, if you look at the regions, if seeds hold, those 4-5s are tricky. I think they're tricky, especially if you're not sure what to do with a team like St. John's.
Yeah.
You know, do you think the 4 line has a higher ceiling than the 3s? How do you feel the committee did with the 5s?
I thought they were fine. I was surprised to see St. John's. I don't think they like the Big East this year.
Yeah, because
they didn't like the Big East.
I thought St. John's is closer to a 4 than they are as a 5 to a 6, right? That's a really, really good 5.
But I don't know who you bump because so many of the 4s were really bumped off the 3 line.
With what? Yeah,
you know what I mean. So there was a gap. There was a gap between the 3s and 4s and the 4s and the 5s this season. Like Wisconsin, I thought they were going to be like a high 6 possibly, but they were that low. But they looks like they're like about a lower 5. So I thought they did a good job, man. If you're looking at like Alabama, Texas Tech in Michigan's region, that's Phylon versus Christian Anderson. Like that's a tough game. No JT Toppin for Texas Tech though.
Their work started to show late. They got that 2-game bump where they were shooting it well without Toppin, but their ability to endure over the course of a game, Texas Tech may be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. So, but Wisconsin, there's some fun 4-5s here, man. Some fun 4-5s.
Yeah, they're tough. Like if seeds hold, those 4-5s should be outstanding. What did you do? Go ahead.
But back to Kansas. I am a. Let me see. I'm not gonna say fanboy, but But I did a middle school video on some of the top middle school prospects that I felt that there were in the country. Koa Pete was on that video, and so was Darren Peterson. And I was like, yo, this kid is legit out of Ohio. He can really, really, really play. So I've been watching his game since like 2020, 2021. He is really, really good. All the stuff that was going on with his agent, I don't really care. I don't really care about that stuff. At the same time, I don't think he has been fully healthy all year either. You can tell with his film, he's less explosive right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think he's one of those guys where if he finds something, teams are going to be in trouble. Flory Bidunga might be the most underrated big in the country as well. And then you look at someone like Trey White, who's not a secondary person. He's your tertiary guy who's able to, hit you for 20 in a game. And Council is probably the best. What would you call? Would you call him like the best gamer?
He's a big energy guy.
He's a gamer. Like, roll the ball out, let's hoop. You know what I mean? I remember one game he had like almost 30 shots, and he had no clue he shot that much.
Yeah,
well, he was like 6 of 30 against Houston when they beat him in fall.
Yeah.
Guy was like, this dude can't finish around the rim, but he sure is going to attack the glass.
Right. And like he's in the post game, like, I shot that many shots. And I'm like, this dude was so in the game. All he was thinking about was, did our team score or did we not score? Doesn't matter, because I'm going to get him back next time.
We've argued, Ravi and I have gone back and forth on Kansas for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And let me ask you about a guy that is really interesting. He's not quite a guy like Ament, who I think is flying under the radar in that freshman crop, because Ament continues to get better for Tennessee. If you're a Kansas fan, what do you do with Atlanta's finest? I mean, Tiller has got to drive them crazy, right? Because he shows you flashes, and then it's like, wait a minute. What's wrong with your shot selection? Where are you on Bryson Tiller?
I mean, didn't he come from OTE?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, okay?
You don't know how
I
much.
I forget like.
So you don't know how much DB's like been in the AAU scene. Like that's really funny for him.
So originally, and like full disclosure, why I got on to what you do is because of as much time as I spent with the shoe circuit. Like it was the last 6 or 7 years. So it's like, we would get on this Darren Peterson thing, and I was like, Ravi, like he wasn't the best player in the country until he was. Like Peterson went and got that title, and he did it from when you were talking about. So when you talk about like where guys have come from in their program, that's why I laugh, because I'm right there with you in terms of following along on the shoe circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. They've gotten better. They've gotten better, but it's quite the Mickey Mouse Chuck E. Cheese show down there, man.
So I want to talk a little, and we can include Peterson in this discussion a little bit too, but I'm kind of fascinated. I know you do NBA draft stuff too. I'm a huge NBA draft nerd, and this is a particularly interesting class of I think of prospects, especially at the freshman level. Obviously Peterson gets a ton of the run. Boozer gets a ton of the run. There's a guy that I like a ton that I think is probably in that top group, but probably towards the bottom of it. Where are you on Caleb Wilson as an NBA prospect?
No, did y'all see my comp on him?
I don't.
I am interested though, because now you talk about honks. Carolina's the team I honk for 45 years.
So I said his comp for me was 6'10" Gerald Wallace.
Oh,
old school.
Oh, that's interesting.
Before Gerald started rocking the headband, because
like
in the headbands, like he went to shooting threes. Like which Gerald Wallace are we talking about?
The good one.
Okay,
the good Gerald. Good Gerald. Can't really shoot it, but high energy. Every game, he is going to give you everything you need, and he's going to be one of those guys where you're not going to question what he's doing.
Yep.
Like he's going to be like low baggage because he's going to crash the boards. He's going to attack the rim. He's going to try to dunk it. He's going to try to do the little things on the defensive end. But nothing he does is going to be overly finesse and pretty. But he's someone who's going to get the job done. So my comp for him was 6'10" Gerald Wallace.
That's interesting because I think his post game, again, I probably pay too much attention. His footwork and he's crafty around the hoop. He's not like a natural post guy, but he does know how to get his shots off and not get it. So a lot of times he's going over guys, but he's kind of crafty with his moves. You know, the up and unders, the hezzies, I kind of like, he's a little more accomplished than I think people give him credit for. Now he's still raw, but he does work down there.
He creates a lot of leverage, and then when he creates that leverage, he turns on the bully, and then he just puts on the boosters, uses his body, his length to get as deep as he can into the paint.
What's your DeBonsa comp?
Oh, I've struggled with this. I do have a comp for him, but I think he has a unique game. I don't see the T-Max stuff. I said Birkenbag Ace Bailey.
Oh no. Oh no.
But that's like I think that's a compliment.
I was gonna say, is that a compliment or
Birkenbag Ace Bailey? Okay, walk me through it, Ant.
Continue.
I just think he's incredibly skilled, but the one thing that I can't really comp to anybody is the way he uses his strides. Like, I don't think I've ever seen him run. It's like he's like walking, but his steps are 15 feet. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen before. But the cool thing about it is that the best players in the NBA have their own style. Right? I think AJ has his own style. At the same time, he does have a bit of lapses. His shot selection isn't the best. I see why some draft nerds put him to like 8 or 9. I see why they do that. I cannot do that just from where he is in terms of his ceiling. But I do have him in that like top 4, top 5 for sure, where I can see a team taking him at 1. I can see a team taking him at 3 or 4. So he is one of the more, him and Cam are some of the more polarizing like top prospects I've seen in some time.
Yeah, I understood college Kevin Love comp on Cam Boozer. I don't get finished product pros Kevin Love comp on Boozer. I get the 3-point shooting percentage, but a lot of it is because of the low volume. Do you ever see him playing with face-up game in the league at an efficient level?
Who, Cam?
Cam, yeah.
Cam is definitely tough. My comp for him, I think, was 93 rated Pete Nance.
These are my favorite.
Before you judge me, go watch Pete Nance highlights and tell me that they don't move the exact same. It's kind of crazy. They're a little stiff. Pete's a little bit more explosive. I do like Cam's processing and ball sense a lot more. A lot of people go at his athleticism and all that and lack of it. I'm like, look at the best players in the league. How many are good because they're just tremendous athletes? Giannis? Who else?
Maybe Anthony Edwards, but he does work over.
Maybe maybe Ant for sure.
He does work on his game a ton.
But like, look at what like Jalen Brunson is doing. Look at what Luca is doing. Look at what SGA is doing. None of these guys are super athletic. Like that's just not like. I think the athleticism sometimes gets a little bit overvalued. And I think it puts up blinders to what type of prospect these guys can be. So I do like Cam. He's number 2 for me. I do like his game. I trust his game. I think he could be a face-up guy. He's young. He doesn't turn 19 until what, July?
Super young.
So like he's gonna be all right. All right. I trust it.
Along the athleticism lines, I think he's equally as polarizing. Who am I going to say?
Keaton Wagler.
100%.
Ooh, here we go.
I hope you're with me. I don't know. He gives me pause. Are you laughing at me or are you laughing with me because we're like on an island?
No, it's because he ascended. And then people started looking at his game way too early. Like if he started ascending now, top 5, easy. A lot of things that's
an interesting point.
Because he went from unknown to not unknown, but you know what I mean.
Under the radar,
he shot up very, very quickly. He has good size. Where he's going to excel is his shooting is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. His shooting and his processing is doing a lot of heavy lifting. He struggled a bit against strength. He struggled with finishing at a high level around the rim. He struggled a bit, with his athletics, but I think someone like him, I think a couple of his issues he can work on. Sometimes people have things that's just who they are. He could put on some weight. He could put on some weight. He could figure out some things, but there's no reason he can't be like a Brunson where he's a little bit bigger, uses his body well. He goes kind of his own speed. He shoots the ball well on the outside.
You think he could get away with not being like he's not an elite level ball handler, but he is crafty.
He's very crafty.
And I look at guys like Knipple now who can get his own shot, and he was an angle guy in college, wasn't a blow-by guy. Yeah. So maybe there's a place for that, but
Knipple's huge though. Knipple's like
so strong.
Yeah, he's super strong. I'm talking about the handle without the ability to go by.
You liked the Jamal Murray comp.
I did like the Jamal Murray comp. Playoff Jamal Murray, not regular season. I'm at the buffet Jamal Murray. I
don't think Jamal needed a ball screen though. I think Keaton does need a ball screen to get by his guy. And I think if he can start doing that, I think then you'll start to see, okay, now we can get something that looks like a franchise guard. But there's a lot more question marks in the last few weeks for sure when it comes to him, especially when the film was out, right? He wasn't doing this early, right? He was doing this in mid-January, but after teams started seeing him, now he started to struggle. Like that's why the Big Ten is one of the best conferences, is because the coaching and the scouting is on another level, in my opinion. The film watching is on another level, and they're going to take whatever they can against you. And, they're going to, as soon as you show your weakness, they're going to take that and they're going to try to expose it as much as they can. So yeah, I like Keaton. I like Keaton a lot. I do think that his shooting and processing is going to keep him in that lottery for sure. But he's got to work on his strength. He's got to work on his first step. He's got to work on more of that craftiness, gain about 20, 25 pounds so he could be that franchise guy.
All right, and so already, guys, we have hoops guys, we got some non-hoops guys. They're like, this guy needs more segments. So just know that you're gonna have to be asked back a lot more. That's what comes with, being good at what you do.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're live. That's crazy.
Would you knock it off? You didn't know that?
No, I thought we were just in here just rapping. I thought we were just chilling.
Well, maybe that's why people like. So that's totally our vibe, though. Like we say a lot of inappropriate things because we act like we're just at home, shooting the breeze. So you fit right in. Don't worry.
All right, sounds good.
I got two things for you though. If a 5 or lower, no, give me a 6 or lower is gonna make a run.
Okay.
Is it more about that they're built for it, or is it more the region that they're in, and who is it?
I think it's gonna be that they're built for it. Because I really like the top seeds of every single group. 6 or lower.
Well, that's Louisville right there.
6 or lower, like Louisville. I'm not gonna say Louisville just because we were talking so great about them earlier. Man, I can go Tennessee because of Emmett, but Jacoby Gillespie is for real. Gillespie is for real, and they got a front court. Felix Okpara, I'm not sure if you saw it. If you look at the Auburn-Tennessee game, Felix Okpara, Elijah Freeman had his head at the rim for an oop. Felix Okpara met him.
Got it, yeah.
And got it. I was like, yo, this is one of the best blocks you will ever see. Ever see. Amazing ball.
He's such a quick leaper, too.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't need to gather. Like, he's just kind of
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what that means, but
could say Tennessee. And you know what? Just because we're live, I'm gonna say something wild. Shout out Fran McCaffrey, man. Shout out Fran McCaffrey.
Knock it off. I forget your expertise is in the Big Ten, and
shout out Fran.
Fans hate him from his Iowa days, and here you go with Fran McCaffrey.
Shout out, hey, Penn. Listen, Penn is playing Illinois.
It was
that
the
is
best game
be
of the day yesterday, and
that Yale team's good.
That Penn game, it was the best game of the day.
I think that may have been probably the best championship game. Period. TJ Power is serious.
I think he
All-American.
He scored again.
He went crazy.
Yeah, he's scored 3 times since we've been talking. Like he's serious. Like former All-American in high school, top 20 recruit. Like legit 5-star. He wasn't a McDonald's All-American. He was not a McDonald's. And the reasoning why is because of politics, which happens. But very, very good player. Went to Duke, didn't work out. Went to UVA, didn't work out. Does he even love basketball still? Fran found it and was like, hey, look, come kick it. Come be a guy. And TJ Power took them all the way through. I'm so happy for that group. Man, 6 or lower. There's such a drop-off, man. There's such a drop-off. I'm looking at this here, man.
There's just going to be some trendy picks. Do you know the Big Ten as well as anybody? Do you like? They're not a 6 or lower. You like Nebraska?
Just win one game, man. Just win one. Man. Just win one. Listen, Troy is really good. Did you watch Troy USC in November?
Yeah,
Troy should have won the game.
I was still waiting for my turkey to brine. That was forever ago.
Man, I know, but listen, I think I've watched probably watched 80%. I've watched 80% of Big Ten games this year. And I'm insane. I get it. Troy was up by like 2 possessions with like 20 seconds left. And they found a way to lost.
Yeah.
And this was when USC had Rodney Rice. Like he was still up and popping.
Yeah.
But that's good because Arenas would have taken 30 shots and they would have lost for sure.
Yeah, you know who was wishing Arenas still wasn't playing is Woods. That's how that team goes.
No,
All
but Troy is Troy's tough. Just give me one win because I'm tired of people mentioning that. No, that whole NCAA tournament. Northwestern has 2. Come on,
All right.
just
All right.
get one.
And I got to
Give me one.
We'll let you go here, but I got to ask. Some people in the chat were asking about the Oak Hill jersey behind you.
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my jersey. That's not Carmelo. That is my jersey. Says 21.
Hey, I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm taking advantage of your expertise. We almost had him in Omaha. He came in for a tryout. He was going to play with ETG. He wanted to stay close to home. Didn't pan out. He's killing it at Buffalo. If you're Freitag, if you know anything about
Daniel Freitag, went to Wisconsin.
Yeah,
He's been killing at Buffalo.
Listen, would you come back to
No.
Just thought I'd ask.
No.
You're like one of one that would get the whole story on him.
No, I get it. He went up there. Here's the thing: Wisconsin didn't even play a point guard, and they still wouldn't play him. Like they had like Max Klesmit running the one. Like, brother, you got Freitag, right? Is he that unplayable? But it was like some guys it takes a little bit, and if you don't pick up on the defense, especially if you don't understand your options within the offense, these coaches, like, they got to eat. Like, if you're not going to help me keep my job, then I can't play you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to. So as someone like me who's as someone like me who has, like, I've started and I've played over 30 minutes. I've also had 2 or 3 DNPs in a row, and I've been on both spectrums. So I understand, like, if you're not hooping, you are not going to play. Period. Like, this is not rec league. It's not the Y. It's not Boys and Girls Club. This is the highest level of sports before you reach pro. Like, it is so hard to not only get attention, but to get to that point and to play. And to play consistently. So, no, man, you do what you do where you are. If he wants to move up, go like A10. Go A10 and kill it there. Those teams are offering for the best players probably like mid-6 figures. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's Ant Wright. Make sure you find him on Twitter. It's Ant Wright is his handle. Ant, we appreciate the time. Great stuff, and we'll have to have you back. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't know that we were live. I'm still tripping over
Hey,
that.
listen, man. It's a lot of foolishness that happens on this show. So you just want to come hang out. You can eat, you can have a drink, you can talk crazy. Like, we're all family here, Ant.
Oh man, I would have had my big hats and everything if I knew that we were live. I got 4 of them. I got 4 big hats sitting right there. I should have wore one of them.
Heck of a follow. You didn't disappoint. Appreciate you saying yes, Ant.
See you guys.
My man.
That's Ant Wright. Make sure you follow him on Twitter at It's Ant Wright. We'll get him back for some NBA draft stuff for sure.
He says his Twitter account is hilarious.
Yeah.
Make this the summer event at Edwards Jeep and Ram, Council Bluffs and Village Point. Lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S starting at $289 a month. Built for the road and ready for summer. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn starting at $399 a month, or finance at 2.9% APR for 72 months. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Jeep and Ram, Council Bluffs and Village Point. It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Chevrolet. Lease the 2026 Chevy Trax LT for just $349 a month. $0 down with your first payment due at signing. 2 great Chevys, one big June event. Slide into a 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $399 a month. $0 down with your first payment due at signing. Get to Edwards Chevrolet today. Together, let's drive.
Midweek just got a whole lot better. It's Wing Wednesday at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. 12 traditional or boneless wings for just $12. Pick your sauce, grab a drink, and settle in for the game. Whether you're riding a hot streak or just need a break from the week, Wednesdays are built for wings at Hurrdat Sports Bar. I think Ant Wright's here.
Ant would agree with me.
We've got
I guarantee Ant would be like, I'm
content creator. You can find him on Twitter. It's Ant Wright. Ant, how we doing this morning?
Bro, what did I just walk in on?
Well, let me set the stage for you here, Ant, because there's a couple things. Number one, DB believes that Kobe was killed by some incredible collaboration between Big Pharma, China, and the NBA.
Not China.
Okay, what happened with the NBA? Oh, just NBA and Big Pharma.
Because he was getting ready to start the developmental league in China.
Okay.
And the NBA felt threatened.
Okay, there we go. That definitely is a thing that happened.
And he had the lawsuit over Black Mamba with Big Pharma.
And then also, the other thing we were arguing about was whether it's better or worse that apparently Hurley's bestie didn't tee him up because they've been boys for 30 years and he thought he was coming over to celebrate.
He's being a drama king, and he's going back with revisionist history because he's a notorious Dan Hurley hater and wanted Hurley to have gotten teed up.
I think it's be really tough to tee up a guy in that situation. I also think if you make contact with a ref with 0.4 seconds left, like
they both were in the wrong.
Okay, does that make it better?
It makes it non-teeable. Ant, I'm sorry. This is your
No. It's first of all, if we know who killed Kobe, we have to find them and off them immediately.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Maybe we can China
but
to help.
no, man, this is kind of off topic a little bit, but it is on topic a little bit. But
dude, this is our whole show. Everything's off topic.
No, man, Kobe. I thought Kobe's best years were ahead of him. I think that's like the most sad thing about this whole thing. I feel every time he opened his mouth, like there was just wisdom coming out, and he was all for supporting men's basketball, women's basketball, and he was so much about growing the game. And that's the part that sucks. That's the part that truly sucks, because I felt that I think he would have given the world so much more post basketball than he did during it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I thought he was really kind of aging and growing into kind of a ambassador and spokesperson for the sport in a kind of a really cool way.
Now,
Yeah,
any strong thoughts or water under the bridge with Hurley and how that thing was handled last week?
I don't think it was that big of a deal. Honestly, I think you got to understand the situation. You knew there was like no malice to it, and it's about the players, right? That would have been a how you would say
Travesty.
Oh, did he freeze?
He froze up on us.
Okay.
as the players more than anything else.
All right, one more time. The monitor froze. We lost it. Go say that again, Ant.
Oh no. No. So I think they made the right decision. You know that there was no malice or ill intent from that. You know that he wasn't being aggressive in a negative way. Any type of tactical foul, that would have been an attack on the players, because they made this game happen on the court, and that to sway the result, it would have been really.
So this is the important context about the conversation with Hurley that we didn't get to because we've gotten lost in the 0.4 and should have been a tech or not. The point that I came to, and the reason I brought it up in the first place, was because I said, and this is true, I don't like the fact that I feel like I can't trust how he's going to react to things. Correct?
Correct.
And I gave that as an example of I don't trust how he's going to react to things in high leverage, high pressure situations. So yes, I actually agree with you. I don't think you should call a technical foul in that situation. I think it's a horrible way to end a basketball game. My point is his actions put himself and his team in a position where that was even a question.
He's on a little bit of a lag.
It keeps freezing up on me.
That's okay. We're patient, I think.
Is that on my side?
I don't know. Let's just roll with it. We're very impromptu. I mean, I lay down on the floor and putt during interviews. I'm sorry if anything kind of goes. All right. Let me ask you. To not be on the Hurley thing, but to be on the Hurley thing tonight, one of my big takeaways from this weekend was just the lack of in-game adjustments from Coach Lloyd, and whether it was guarding pick and roll, defending pick and roll, I should say, their offensive shot selection, the good interior defense from Michigan, allowing Mara to show some toughness. What was your biggest takeaway from watching that Michigan-Arizona game? More Michigan just overmatched Arizona? Were you a little disappointed in Arizona?
Michigan did what they did. And I feel when you allow Michigan to do what they do, you're not going to have a chance. On top of that, I think one thing that was really overlooked going into this game, I think so many people were so hard focused on the matchup and the size and the Jaden Bradley, All-American, he can get under Cadeau's skin, and Krivas, he's got everything for this front court and a walk off the bench and da-da-da-da. One thing that wasn't really talked about was that the freshmen that Arizona played, they had to set the tone in this game. A lot was dependent on how they were going to attack this game. If you really think about it, who was the best freshman in the game?
It was
I thought Pete.
No. It wasn't Pete. It was what's his buckets. Kept making the threes for Michigan.
Oh, McKinney.
It was Trey McKinney.
McKinney.
I thought you meant
It was Trey McKinney.
Oh.
Does Trey McKinney start and set the tone?
Mm-mm.
Do they rely on him to do that?
No.
Do they rely on Pete to set the tone at the start of the game?
Yes.
Do they rely on Karchinov?
Yes.
Do they rely on Braden Burries?
Yes, for sure.
They didn't. They didn't meet the matchup.
Yeah, the moment.
Yaxel or not, that's why the game went down 10-1. It's a really, really poor start. They settled in, but by the time that they settled in, Michigan had already figured out what was going on and what's happening here. They cut the game to 5. It was a 5-point game. It was 28-23 for about 12 seconds. It never got, I don't think it ever got within 10 again after that spurt from Michigan after that point in time. So when it comes to McKinney, he had an easy job. Come in the game, get buckets, have confidence. Karchinov, Pete, Burries, that 60% of your starting lineup needs to come into this game not wide-eyed. Knowing the physicality that you're about to get against one of the more physical teams in the country, arguably the best front court in the country. And they just didn't meet the moment. And when that happened, those guys on the bench, they're looking at those guys to set that tone to understand what it takes to battle in this game. They were like, holy shit, these niggas scared in the moment. You know what I mean? So even when they checked in, I didn't feel a jump in energy. And that's what you need from your bench. Like, what did Roddy Gale do coming off the bench? Like,
Catch lobs and dunk.
like Trey McKinney off the bench. Trey McKinney had his second dunk of the season.
I know it.
You know what I mean? Will Chandler was in the game setting screens. Bro, he did a pump fake. He did one or two dribbles, jump stop, ball fake, made a perfect. He was at 5-star camp. These dudes had no pressure because they were like, yo, these starters have set this tone that we can't only play with them, but we could probably run these dudes over.
Let me flip over because I think my heart said Arizona. I didn't like the fact that Michigan was favored, even though it was close. I thought it was more about being in the Big Ten Conference. Then the matchup actually happened. That was very disappointing to see that Arizona could not or would not make adjustments. They allowed Mara to actually gain confidence. He was unplayable 48 hours earlier or a week earlier. Like he couldn't play Mara, and they let him flourish, which was disappointing. But on the other side, I liked UConn the whole time, and I actually liked them to be more than competitive tonight. I certainly would take the 6.5. I think it's going to be a much better game than maybe the experts think. Were you surprised at all at what happened with UConn and Illinois?
No, I wasn't surprised. I did think that they were going to have the game be a little bit closer. I didn't think UConn was going to control the game that they did for about 35 minutes. And I feel that they had full control of this game. I never felt that Illinois truly, I don't think that they truly felt that even, I never felt that they threatened ever. And I know they cut it down to 3 or 4. Nothing in my mind told me that they were going to get a stop here. They needed that stop. 4-point game. Illinois called timeout. Honestly, I wouldn't have called timeout. You don't want Hurley to set something up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they got the stop. But they got the offensive rebound, and Mullins hits the 3. That's it. That's game. You're down 3 possessions with under a minute left. That's it. It's over. So I'm not going to say shocked. I mean, you gave Hurley 5 days to prep for a team that you've already played, even though the minute allocation on both of those rosters were very different when they played at Madison Square Garden on that ugly blue court. But they played Mihailo Petrovic more than a lot of guys who were playing 30-plus minutes now. And Mihailo, I don't remember the last time he played. I forget what he even looks like at this point in time. But I do think that when it comes down to that game itself, it went the way that it was supposed to, in my opinion.
As you look at the results of the 2 Final Four games and heading into tonight's game, one of the things that, I felt kind of dumb going against Michigan and going against UConn, when coming into this thing, I had been very adamant about hey, these teams that have true freshman leading scorers just don't win national championships. Yeah. I think there's 3 ever since the
and it hasn't been one since Okafor.
Yeah, since 15 in Okafor. There's been 3 ever since freshmen became eligible that have actually won a national championship with their leading scorer being a freshman. How much you kind of talked about it with Arizona there with, hey, you're really relying on 3 true freshmen to set the tone and carry the weight early for your team. How much of it to you was the freshman? Obviously, it seems like in the Arizona game, that was a big thing, but Wagler is kind of the same deal on the other side with Illinois. And then how much of it do you think is I think Hurley's a dramatically better coach than Brad Underwood, even if I'm not a huge Hurley fan. He's obviously a great coach, and my issue is a personality thing. But how much of it do you think is the coaching versus the construction of the rosters age-wise?
I think when it comes to coaching, it's not it's because of this prep. No, it's because of from May. from June, July. Like, what is important to this coaching staff? Like, I just read an article about Hurley, and some of the players were like going over what are your like welcome to UConn moments, right? And one of them was about they were in a drill and Terrace Reed didn't dunk the ball. Hurley lost his mind. All the players had to run stairs. They came back and regrouped. Everything was cool. Same drill. He lays it up again. Everyone had to run stairs. Coaches and players had to run stairs. And he's going off talking about, angry at the players because they're not going at Terrace, telling him to dunk, encouraging him to dunk, going at the coaches saying, why are you recruiting players who won't encourage these guys to dunk and do all these high-level things? I think when it comes to coaching, I think, it's not about that game. It's about what have you instilled over the past 8 months that is going to win this basketball game? And I think that may be the difference where I think Underwood, I think he did an absolute fabulous job this season with what his roster was and how it was constructed. But the biggest difference in that game was his rotation. Even though they're big, they were really slow. And UConn kind of ran him out the gym. I think it was more of a roster thing than it was a coaching thing. I think I think Underwood, he's done an incredible job this year. He outcoached Kelvin Sampson.
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin Sampson, I think, coming into this year's top 3, top 4 coach in the country, he outcoached him simply by changing his defensive pick and roll. In the first half, I'm like, oh my God, I have never not seen them go drop. I don't think they went dropped out one time. And they're hard hedging, they're hard flat hedging. I guarantee you, Houston, the entire week leading up to that game was practicing. Here's how we're going to attack the drop. I've never seen them do anything else. And they come with a game plan that nobody has seen in years. A former Illinois assistant coach was even shocked. He was like, oh my God, I have been trying to get Brad to like show different types of coverages for years, and I can't believe we just saw it against Kingston and Uzan and all those guys. So I think this was a personnel thing more than a coaching thing, in my opinion.
And and I'm not sure how much you pay attention to what Vegas actually thinks, but with a 6.5, 7-point spread, if you just dropped in and you're covering the sport, what would you have made the line heading into tonight?
I would have made it closer to 5.
Okay.
Closer to probably 5. Like 4.5 or 5.5 is what I anticipated. Thought 7.5 was a bit much, especially with Yaxel's injury. I think he's the most versatile player in the entire country, and he's a problem because of I don't think people understand like how big he is.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to assistant coaches who have played in Michigan this year, and the one thing they keep saying is, yeah, Michigan's ginormous, but Yaxel's size doesn't show up on film until he walks by you. Like, it's almost like one coach said Yaxel is this meme. You may not see it, but that's what I feel when I'm watching them warm up. And remember that picture of Sean Oakman from Baylor?
Yeah.
Well, we thought it was like
that was Photoshopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all can show that to the people, because we're live, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We live in here with that. But look, but no, man. That pic, if y'all can show that picture where like Sean Oakman looks like Optimus Prime at the coin flip, they're like, that's what it feels like. He's 6'9", 6'10", and he's like legit 245.
I guarantee.
Yes.
Listen, I was gonna say our in-show producers are incredible. So when you challenge them to do anything like that off the fly, on the fly, somebody's gonna come through with it. Like it's
I love that.
Oh yeah, man, we're truly like we got a good team. And let me ask you something.
Can I look at the comment right quick? Can I address that?
Go ahead.
From Hot Danger.
Yeah.
What it do, brother? What up?
He's great, man. He's hilarious.
Shout out Hot Danger with the meme. Yaxel takes nights off though. He has weird games with single digit stats, 0 but I'm not gonna say he takes nights off. He fills the gaps where it's needed. And he's one of those players where he's extremely probably unselfish to a fault at times. But I mean, if he needs to do more, he'll do more. Like we've seen that this year. We saw in the round of 32. We saw it in the Sweet 16. We saw it in the Elite 8. We saw it against Michigan State. Like when he's needed to do more, he kind of does more. When it comes to being able to like pass the ball more, if he needs to screen more, if he needs to rebound better, if he needs to, he's going to fill those gaps. And I don't think he cares. And like taking nights off isn't really taking nights off when he's also guarding the other team's best scorer every game. Like he's the one matching up against Bruce Thornton. He's matching up against Donovan Dent. He had to chase Diggy Coit around for the second half because he had 30 at halftime. You know, he's the one who's matching up to the best player on the other team, no matter where they are, 1 through 4. So, like, he's like a moving chess piece, right? He's like the queen of chess. You know, you don't always got to go wild with him, but if a few lanes open up, he'll take your soul. So,
first time ever we've had a guest that apparently is going to be super popular, even more popular now. Just on the fly, live interact with our crazy chat, like. And
I've been. This is like I can answer all this stuff. So like,
let's go.
Dude, you should see my mentions. Like I have been well prepped over the last 15 years. 100%.
Did you know? And I know you got a question, but
yes, he's Jumbo Sam Hoiberg with a jumper.
Listen,
fair.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you something, Ant, because you've done this a while, right? I followed you on social media. I know how you can break down and rock with the Big Ten. It's not your first time talking about Nebraska, but have you noticed the uptick in Nebraska fan interactions? And did you know that we were really like that as we're very active on social media?
One, I knew you were like that. Two, it's really cool seeing Nebraska fans after March 10th. Like that's so cool being able to see, like, I think Nebraska fans more than ever have really paid attention to this tournament and have really enjoyed it more than ever before because it means something. They have something to look for. It's not like, ooh, man, Alabama plays Texas Tech. How are they going to match up? Ooh, we're no part of this, but you know what I mean? Being a part of it gives it way more juice, you know, being able to, you know, see, okay, is Vandy going to win this game? Because man, if we can get that, you know, 12, who knows if that'll be an easier matchup, and then you play Vandy, you're fully invested, you're going to a Sweet 16. Even the guys on the court took them 5 seconds to understand what happened in the game, and then fans are feeling that, right? There's probably fans crying at home, like, I can't believe this is happening, can't believe this is going on. No, I know Nebraska runs deep because I go to their media guys and I see their numbers. And I'm like, there's a reason behind it. If I go to Northwestern their best media guys got maybe like 900 followers, like 900 subs, 1,000 maybe. You go to USC, same thing, maybe 20,000, 15,000. You've got media guys with over 100K over there. Like, that is sick. They're not even funny. They're just tweeting shit everybody knows already. Like, it's insane. It's not so like for y'all to Michigan doesn't even have that. Michigan doesn't have 100K people. Michigan State doesn't have 100K people. Ohio State has like 11 Warriors, but even their media individuals maybe in the 90s. But no, Nebraska people are insane. It's insane. You know what though? One of my I mentor a kid. He is 2031. And I'll tell you right now, he has a chance to be like top 5 in the country.
So he's a 7th grader now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very good. Very, very good. If you don't believe me, go to his Instagram, Bray.Calhoun.
Bray.Calhoun.
Bray.Calhoun. Go to his Instagram. Okay. He has a chance to be top 5. I told him the other day, I said, look, you need fans to love you no matter where you go. Like, you don't need to go to one of these places for money. And I'm like, look at Nebraska, bro.
Look
at how Nebraska loves their players.
I'm texting Coach Lenzer right now as we speak.
But it's like that stuff is so important. Like you want to enjoy college. You want to be able to enjoy your experience. I don't care how good you are. You don't want to play in front of 2,000 people. You want to play in front of the craziest, raucous fans. Y'all packed it out when y'all weren't shit. That's how I knew. That's how I knew that Nebraska was a very special place. Very special place.
Wait till football gets good. Again.
Oh yeah. Oh man. I already know it. I already know it's a football. I already know the football goes crazy. I know volleyball goes crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that y'all do that for all your sports and in full support, there's no bandwagon. There's none of that.
Nope, just in.
There's no bandwagon. I love it. The only bandwagon is probably what I saw with like Indiana and like Notre Dame football. There's maybe a few Nebraska fans who like Cretan hoop. But that should die immediately.
Hey, and baseball's top 20, softball's top 5.
Man,
it's crazy.
It's the best. It's the best show in the state, man. And it's a hell of a brand. I love the brand. I love the fact that it's not white. I love the fact that it's cream. I think that's also really cool, and it separates yourself from Wisconsin and Indiana and Rutgers and like Ohio State and on like all these other black and all these black, red, white schools. I think the cream is a very nice hint of individualism.
That's deep, Ant. That's deep. Go ahead.
So, Ant, I was going to talk to you. I was going to ask you about somebody brought up the Axel Lendeborg thing and says he takes games off. I would like I think there's a distinction that needs to be made here, and you explain it with the Axel specifically on kind of where he fits in and why the stats look like they do sometimes. But more generally speaking, like, do you make a distinction between guys that take nights off and guys that have off nights?
He doesn't have off nights. And I wouldn't even say that he takes nights off. I think there are games where he doesn't do what people want him to do when they watch the game. When he could control and impact the whole game, and you'll see him have like 11, 6, and like 4, but by far the best player because he was doing so many little things, diving on the floor, getting the 50-50s, playing good defense, making the right pass that got the other person open. He impacts the game at every single level. I haven't really seen this from a college player. That's why, he's basically Big Ten LeBron, in my opinion, where he can kind of do whatever he wants and how he does it. Whether he needs to share the ball, whether he needs to defend, whether he needs to rebound, whether he needs to put his head down and score a little bit more, whether he's also, he's very, very cerebral, where he will see a set and then he'll come back down the next time down and he'll want to twist it a little bit. Then that next time down, he'll manipulate it and Michigan will get a good shot. So like he does so many things that like just beyond the surface level. And that's why, one, I enjoy watching him a lot. And two, it really sucks that we don't get to watch him again in college after this game.
Let me ask you something along tonight's game. I'll try to get 2 and 1 here, because there's always like these X factors in games like this. With Michigan, you mentioned McKinney. I felt like Johnson has really found a role. He's kind of woken up. His interior defense is tough. He's super athletic. He gives them some mean-spiritedness. Is there a guy, and maybe it is Morez Johnson Jr., but is there somebody that you're paying attention to on either side, right? Maybe it's how you would manage solo ball or what you'd do with them. Well, give me an X factor for each team that's maybe flying a little under the radar tonight.
Outside of like Yaxel's health, Cadeau and Roddy Gale.
Cadeau gets away. So he offset the 6 turnovers with some shooting from behind the arc, because from the field it was not good. Plays a ton of minutes. What is it about Cadeau?
Yeah.
What is it about Cadeau?
I mean, last game was one of his better games of the season. If you look at the numbers, it kind of throws you off. But
I'm a Carolina fan, so it doesn't. I get his game completely.
Yeah, so he got to the paint whenever he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
If you get into the paint, if Michigan gets into the paint, if Cadeau gets into the paint, you're going to lose. If UConn can corral and contain, not allow him to get to that second level, I think the game evens up a bit. Roddy Gale is very important in this game, because now he is a secondary creator. You can't guard 2 to 3 guys with one person. So who do you put your best defender on? And is your second best defender to contain? Can they contain Roddy? Roddy's also a bigger dude as well. I think UConn is going to do something like they did against Purdue in 2024, where they're going to really want to mark their man and guard their yard. And Hurley is going to really challenge his guys to keep the ball in front of them.
Maybe a guy like Jaden Ross.
Yeah, like you're going to need a big Ross game, even from like a rebounding and toughness standpoint. If he could do like what Kamenya did for Duke, I think Kamenya had like 9 or 10 boards in that game. Like he's got to be a huge hustle guy for them. But I do think that when it comes to this game, they're going to need someone to hit about 4 or 5 threes. UConn.
You think Demery's healthy enough to give you that punch?
It's the last game. I mean, they're going to do whatever it takes to play these 40 minutes as high level as possible. I also heard that I got a text saying that Solo Ball was limping pretty heavily too. But I take that with a grain of salt, because I don't know if they mixed up Demery with Solo Ball either. Because, it was from a white guy, and, they think we all look alike. So, so I didn't know,
We say that once a week. It's become a running bit. My partner's bad at it too, and he has.
Do you really? That's so funny.
Ant, listen, we're so inappropriate. It's not even funny.
To be fair, I miss he puts these faces up all the time, right? to be fair, I miss a lot of the white guys too. I just don't know what people look like. I might have a little bit of face blindness, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Oh, real quick from a Dank Coyote. She said shooting off the top of the glass is not a high percentage shot. I don't care who you are. Remember, like after the game, like one thing that Dusty talked about was they worked on it for a few days on making passes to the bigs off the glass because of how big Krivas was. So that was one game where I was wondering, I was like, why is he shooting the ball so damn high? And that was one thing where, like, if he saw Merez at like the 8 or 9 foot mark and Krivas was on him or a shot blocker was on him, he would just throw it high off the glass and say, hey, go get it. Figure it out. First play of the game, they did that.
Yeah.
They came off a pick and roll. He literally lobbed the ball off the glass. He got a missed shot for it, but he lobbed it off the glass, and Mara just laid it in. So there was a lot of that, Dank, for sure. I was very confused throughout the game, but the assistant coach, Boynton, talked about that. They were like, look, Krivas is massive. Like, he doesn't get a lot of credit for how big he is, a massive dude. And they were so concerned, they changed how they fed lobs in that game.
Go
ahead.
I'll just say, who do you have tonight?
I don't do that.
Come on, man.
I tell everybody, I don't do it. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can talk tendencies all day. I can talk tendencies all day, but as soon as I make a guess, I have anxiety. Even if I have zero money on it, I have anxiety.
Let me ask it this way. I'm not asking you to make a pick. Let's say with the tendencies you've looked at,
Okay.
let's say they played this game 100 times. You don't even have to tell me who wins how many. Who would win more times over the course of the 100 based on the way you see the matchup?
Well, Michigan would win more times. And, Hurley made a great point. This isn't a 7-game series. This is a one-time thing. So Hurley's going to throw the kitchen sink. One thing about this game, though, is that when teams are able to slow down Michigan and limit transition, they have a chance.
Okay.
And UConn plays a lot of veteran guys. They're going to be locked in on this game for sure. When it comes to off-ball screening, I think I tweeted that out about like half an hour ago. UConn is one of the best off-ball screening teams in the entire country.
Yep.
On defense, Michigan is in the 97th percentile in off-ball screening defense, where they've allowed around 29% from the field, 25% from three. I think UConn was 12 for 48. No, not UConn. Opponents were 12 for 48 from three when Michigan was guarding the off-ball screening actions. But Michigan saw off-ball screening for scoring roughly 80-something times this year. UConn is a heavy off-ball screening team. We saw it against Illinois. What were those first few sets? Off-ball screening. They used Terrace to screen off-ball. Why? Because he's a non-shooter.
Yep.
So where does the non-shooter defender go? They hide out in the paint.
Yep.
So when he's screening out on the wing, who's going to be there to contest the shot? Nobody, especially if it's a good screen. I suspect Michigan to not hide in the paint in this game. I think Mara is going to be more towards 18, 19 foot mark, 17, 18 foot mark, just in case a screener gets open, so he could still contest. But that does open Terrace Reed for a lot of slips to the baskets, a lot of quick cuts.
And you have Caravan and or Dimry and Mullins on wings too. Yeah. If solo ball can actually make good decisions off that action. And you got specific with the details, and I love it. And I know sometimes when we're talking hoops, it's like we want a dry erase board. But I love the fact, because I told Ravi why I thought this game would be close tonight. I said, hey, this is a hot take. I certainly would eat the 6.5, 7. Wouldn't surprise me at all if UConn won it. I was disappointed in The high-low action from Arizona, not enough action. They allowed the game to be too condensed for Michigan defensively. You will not, and I said you will not, this was first hour. You won't get that from UConn tonight. Their action and their ball screening will make it seem like there's considerably more space on the floor. And Michigan doesn't like to do what?
Doesn't like to chase with the
Doesn't
bigs.
like to chase. That's why Nebraska was so good against them offensively in Ann Arbor. That's not what Michigan likes to do. I think the matchup is fantastic tonight. I think it's going to be a heck of a game.
So they switch everything. The biggest difference with I'll say Nebraska and UConn is that they both run really sexy offenses, very sexy sets. But Rank being able to shoot the ball caused a lot of gravity. So all those slips, like how many times did we see Cadeau rim protecting in that game? A lot, because he was the only one back there. Because where was everybody else on the perimeter, guarding Buttigieg or guarding Mast? Where these guys could not only shoot, but Mast is an underrated passer, right? So like they needed to get up into his space. Terrace is not going to be that passer. He's going to be a hell of a screener today, though. It's a little bit of a different variance when it comes to a 5-out, where that 5 is being more of a screener, less of a passer. But still, it's just I don't know, it's a tough one.
And to that point, and I talked about, when Rink wasn't healthy and he got sick against Michigan, I said, well, one of the reasons I felt like Michigan maybe struggled a little, it would be like in the equivalent I gave.
And Rink didn't even play that game.
It's like if
Rink was there, yeah. I'm tripping. My bad.
But to your point, though, it's like if I had geared up for, a 4,000-yard passer, and I'm putting together my defensive game plan, and he doesn't play, and I don't know until tip. Oh, who's ever running the ball is going for $2,000, right? Like,
Yeah.
Just because of how you think you're going to play. I think Michigan was compromised, which also let me know that they don't like to chase, right? They do like to switch. Again, tonight I can't wait for neither team that I truly like. I'm pretty pumped just to watch the X's and O's.
Yeah, me too, man. I am also really interested to see Yaxel in how much he can move. That's going to be big. But
20 minutes without him didn't give you confidence?
No, because game was in hand still. I feel that those guys were playing very confident, and I don't think Arizona scared them. They don't have any players that I feel they were like, oh shit, here he comes. Like, no, this was not that situation. And I don't think there was an offensive matchup that Roddy Gale couldn't handle. I think there's some guys where you're like, you know what, we need to put our NBA guy on him. They didn't have that in that game. This game, they also don't really have that, but the veteran leadership, and these guys have been playing for a long, long time. They want to win this game so badly. So badly.
I think the one thing people miss about Gale, unless you play against him, is I think they kind of know he's crafty and can finish around the rim. He's strong. He's
strong. He's athletic.
And Cadeau is deceptively strong. He's got the great lower legs. That would be interesting to see how, because solo ball is physically
pretty big.
Is a good cock strong dude. Like Mullins is the guy that I'm hoping doesn't go soft, because they're gonna need some of his perimeter toughness.
Yeah. The best part about guys like Cadeau and Roddy Gale, and I say this as a compliment, they are knuckleheads. They have no type of conscience. They have very short-term memory loss. And you need guys like that, guys who aren't, thinking too much, guys who are out there just doing what they do, no matter what, right? No matter what. Someone like who was a knucklehead from last season? Juwan Gary, knucklehead from last season, right? you just knew that he was going to give his all no matter what. He
Mhm.
was going to come with the confidence no matter what. A player like that, just unwavering. That's Roddy and Cadeau. So like even if things go bad at some point for Michigan, they have the short-term memory loss to be able to get through it and just 180 it in a matter of one possession.
That's Price Sanford to a T. Zero conscience.
Just goes, right?
Yeah.
Like just goes. He could have missed his previous 10 and like he walk around like I'm hot, baby, feed me, you know. Like, sometimes you need that.
Next one's going in.
Last one.
Just hoping.
Who would you hire now at Carolina?
From the beginning, I said you throw Mark Byington in everything. Byington from Vandy. I think someone like that. Some guys just get it. Some guys just understand what it takes. I think he has the personality because he's a really good coach, extremely confident.
Carolina alum.
But he's not me.
Mm.
And I feel that's very Carolina-like.
Yeah, I needed to get into the details of that contract extension he got, revisit that buyout, because I know they won't be done making a run.
Yeah, it's crazy they don't have anybody yet. Portal opens tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Portal opens tomorrow.
I think they really thought they were getting Tommy Lloyd.
Well,
agents, man, these agents are crafty.
Listen, how about the buyouts? Like, that's
listen. When you get to a certain point,
buyouts.
When you get to a certain point, you can make up any number you want to. You know what I mean? Yeah. When you've had to scratch and claw your way, and you had to clean the jerseys, you had to clean them nasty drawers. You had to be up till 3 a.m. cutting clips for practice at 5 a.m. You had to do all this dirty stuff for decades. Some people do all that, and they still can't even be like an associate head at a high major.
Yeah.
But you go through all that. You are a high major head coach. You bring millions into the university. You could kind of do what you want, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I know it sounds insane. And they don't bring it up unless someone gets fired, right?
Yeah.
Right. But that is protection. That's saying, okay, I can do this. You need to invest in me. So I get it. It's not that year. It's you working since you were 15 for this. Say when you said I'm going to be a coach, not good enough to play, but you know what? I could be a student manager someday, and I could bust my ass. And one day I could be a GA. One of the assistants may take a job somewhere. I'm going to make sure I'm cool with all of them, so they take me with them so I could go over there and be a player personnel, or I could go be a Dobo. And when I'm over there, we got to fucking win. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to make sure that we got all the flights. I'm going to make sure that nobody's allergic to anything on the plane when you get food for the team.
That's tough.
Which is insane. I'm sure someone got really yelled at about that, but
probably lost their job.
Maybe. I have to go check if there's an opening.
Food allergies, that's one thing you don't mess up. People could die.
Yeah, exactly. So like you got to be a Dobo. And then you know what? That one assistant coach, he wants to move up again. He's going to take a job at a mid-major somewhere. Hey, I'm about to go to Campbell University, baby. Go Camels. How you like orange and black, buddy? You want to be an assistant coach? Oh, absolutely. I'm tired of cleaning draws. Then you go over there, you hanging out. You're like, damn, we're at Campbell. Damn, High Point paying how much a player? Shit, we got to get up out of this conference, coach. No, we can't. We got to stay here, brother. Damn, who gonna hire us when we're out of here in 2 years? I don't know. You got to deal with all this for 20 years, dog. 20 years, man. You don't get a family. You want to have a family? Your kids are never going to see you, bro. Your wife is never going to see you, bro. Like it's a man. Woo-wee.
Campbell's on the bingo card. My former teammate was my roommate in training camp at Carolina, Mike Minner. Used to be their head football coach. A shout out to the Camels. Put that on the board.
Shout out Chucky Chuck 19. You are correct, unless your dad is a legendary coach.
Hey, we rock with Chucky Chuck. That dude loves him some hoops.
That was my problem. I could have been born to somebody that was a D1 head coach. That's my bad.
Wow. Who's your dad? LeBron James. You can do whatever you want to do, brother.
I tell you what, though, I could have gotten.
Do you know how rare it is to be born? Do you know, like, have you ever looked into how rare you are as a living person? Like, just imagine. Yeah, LeBron. Just imagine you as a person, you living and being here. Do you know how rare you are as an individual? You are extreme. Like, if Pops rubbed one out the night before, you're a goner. You were not here, brother. You were not here.
It's okay. We just call that perspective.
Listen, you were not here. Imagine you not only make it, but your Pops is worth millions and millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah. I'd be team nepotism all the way. Don't get it twisted. Like, no doubt. I was never mad at LeBron for what he did with Bronny and what he's apparently trying to do with Bryson.
Absolutely not. I would do that with my kid in a second.
In a second. But, hey, listen. Perspective. That's what that was.
Hey, listen, it's true. It's funny because it's true.
Heaven forbid. I was cool last night. Literally swimming upstream. That's it.
I ain't got no. So I'm like, Bronny, get the hell up out of here.
Shoot. All right, Ed. 2 for 2 never disappoints. We're gonna make this a thing.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, I am always down. I could talk ball forever. Honestly,
yeah,
I could always talk ball, man. It was definitely fun. But
all right, we won't let you get too far. Trust me.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, buddy.
Have a good one, guys.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales event is on at Edwards Kia. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid S all-wheel drive starting at $299 a month. Edwards Kia is on a winning streak. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2027 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive starting at $469 a month. Don't wait. Slide into savings with the Edwards Kia Summer Sticker Sales event. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. Finance the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe at 0% for 72 months. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Hyundai Kona SE all-wheel drive. Sign and drive starting at $287 a month with 0 down. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $379 a month, a platinum lease worth driving home. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month while supplies last. Don't miss your pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Nissan.
The fine folks at NextGen, they are so good. And I get it. You see male in the name. It doesn't have to just be for men. It can be for your significant others, your daughters, whatever works for you. They are equal opportunity. Great, easy location. The phone number 402-614-9700. From at-home tests to peptides to ED, whatever you need to feel better about you, make sure you visit the fine folks at NextGen. Again, 402-614-9700.
I believe we've got Ant Wright joining us now. And how are we doing this morning?
He actually said it.
What's going on?
And we're just trying to stay out of trouble. So I mean, apparently it's what we do. It's what we do. We just can't help ourselves. Robbie has a potty mouth, so I always have to help clean him up.
That's not true.
Oh, he's
man.
Listen, and he's horrible. He's horrible. Kind of like his take on Wemby. Horrible. He rides with Wemby. He hates Jokic, so he rationalizes what Wemby did because he likes the guy.
No, I'm just saying if Wemby's going to get a flagrant, I think Jokic should have gotten a little extra love too. That's all I'm saying.
And do we give Jokic a pass?
Yes.
Thank you.
All Europeans get a pass.
Thank you.
Really? Do tell.
Nasty narrative.
Talk to
nasty narrative. They handle the Europeans with little kitty gloves. Americans are held to a much different standard. It's disgusting. Not gonna lie.
Hey, speaking of which, but on a different note, are you a Long John Silver's guy, Ant?
Ew.
Wait a minute. We're not talking like that. Let's stop. I'm going to unhear that. Did you just go, ew? Wait, do that.
Ew. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from a respectable part of the world where we eat our seafood from the ocean.
You said ew.
Like Long John Silver's, the food has been in a truck for like 3 weeks before you eat it.
And I mean this with all sincerity. That was a very cat ew.
Listen, hey, we can go there if you want to.
They've been going here all morning.
Listen, I will say ew about Long John Silver's all day, every day.
He said, ooh.
It's not for me. Not for me. Anybody, any respectable person on the East Coast is not eating Long John Silver's. That's just not happening.
Is it Long John specific or is it just fast food seafood? You're just out because you can get good stuff.
Fast food seafood in general, you're just not like
so no cat.
Like there's just such a difference because for example, like when I first visited Michigan, me and my folks, we went to a Red Lobster up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay, cool. We get some seafood. We chilling. My favorite was always the crab Alfredo. Literally tasted like aluminum. Straight aluminum. It's like my taste buds were like, why are you eating this metal? Like it was just not good. It was just not good at all. I got used to the non-fresh seafood over time, but yeah. But no.
All right. So last food take. So what shaky fast food place will you vouch for?
What shaky fast food place would I vouch for? There's a couple. Because like me and the wife, we have our ones that we would go to at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and just be in the car, just smashing food, knowing that grandma got the kids. Like we're good. Man, I would say y'all low key might judge me, but
No.
but Arby's.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's go.
Taco Bell.
Oh, he's a
Taco Bell.
Taco
Yep.
Bell guy.
Yeah, Arby's and T-Bell. I go to bat for. You have to know what to get. I won't get everything from those places, but you got to know what to get for sure.
And Arby's needs
So good.
It needs no explanation. Arby's is legit.
The curly fries are so good, man.
Dude, thank you.
They're never. I have
Thank
never. You know how like sometimes you go to these places and you feel like these fries have legit been sitting here for like at least 20 minutes. I've never got that feeling from Arby's.
Never had a bad curly fry experience in my life.
Never. Their milkshakes are so good. Their milkshakes are really good. If you ask some of them, they will make an Italian sub for you, and it is off the chain. It is off the chain. They have this turkey bacon ranch sandwich.
Okay.
I always substitute the ranch for mayo. Off the chain. It's crazy. It's crazy good. Taco Bell, like you gotta get a cheesy fruit roll up, then add pico, add beef. It's gonna be fire every single time. And then my kids like the nacho chips with the supreme dip. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
You're a big mashup guy. You like to you figure out what goes with what, and then you put that together.
Right, exactly. Like I don't think I've ever went to these places and got a meal. Like I'm like, oh, I want the large. Oh, let me get the large Diet Coke with this, and then the large curly fry. And no.
Well, that's not bad judgment on people that do that, Ant. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not like, hey, can I get that big ass beef and cheddar, the biggest curly fry you will give me, and let's get it with a Diet Coke. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like that hasn't happened in the last 2 weeks,
Especially if grandma's got the kids.
Hey, listen. If you got okay, and then if you have a lot of kids, you can get a lot of food. Do y'all have a kava over there?
My man,
that's what he's been kind of honking on.
I've been honking to get a kava here for like 3 or 4 months. They would be the goat of the fast casual or whatever people call that. Those, yeah, kava.
Yeah, it's like a Greek Chipotle vibe.
Yep,
it's like a Greek Chipotle vibe. Very good. Kava is very good. You could feed your kids with like one of those kid combo meals. You can feed like 2 of your kids.
Yeah.
Subway, you can feed your kids under $35. T-Bell, of course, under 35. Those are like the big things because like everything is just so expensive nowadays.
Yep.
If you can feed your family for under $35, like you're in a really good spot if you're not cooking at home.
All right. So the chat wants clarity on the European bias, but how Wemby was treated. They want me to ask you to make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Now the way that Wemby was treated, I honestly think he was treated also with kid gloves because it's almost like I don't know if. I can't say Draymond because he has, history. But I think there's more of an uproar if anybody else does that. But I think people love Wemby so much that they give him the benefit of the doubt. Same with remember Jokic put the one dude in he ended his whole season.
Yeah, Jokic has done this a bunch. Like Jokic is kind of a punk ass.
And they attacked the guy who was injured out the whole year. They didn't really attack Jokic. They were, that's what you get. That's what you get. I'm like, okay, all right,
the
bro.
Twins when he shoved him at half court. Is that the one we're talking about?
Yes, yeah. And then he went behind him and chucked him, and then the Morris twin was out for
the rest of the year.
I think the rest of the season. Yeah.
So you brought up Draymond and his history. Jokic kind of has this history, and then he sprints across the court to start a fight with somebody, and everybody's like, "Nah, we're cool. Everything's fine." It's I understand what Wemby did deserved getting a flagrant. I think you can make an argument between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2. I'm not going to die on that hill. But the fact that then Jokic just gets nothing for basically trying to start a brawl, that's the part I don't understand, right?
Yeah, I mean, Jokic didn't really swing, but they could say the whole Wemby thing is malicious. Has anything come out with that?
Not yet.
No suspensions or anything?
Keep clicking refresh because Ravi's the consummate defender after he spent a week hammering Jokic and they had been out of the playoffs. So, it's a fine line between him having an axe to grind and actually making a good point. But I mean, that's just
listen. Sometimes my axe has a nice point on it if I grind it long enough. You know what I'm saying?
So we got a resident Knicks honk over here, and
Knicks
fans
in Nebraska.
Just one. Well, 2. We got 2 in the office.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. So listen, I'm trying not to discount that it's the Hawks and the phony 76ers and just recognize that they're playing good basketball. But they were here a year ago. How excited would you be as a Tricks fan?
I would be very excited. And, I was thinking about making a tweet last night / this morning, but I couldn't really find the words for it because it kind of goes with the NBA draft. How many of these Knicks players where you would put their athleticism at the forefront of why they're good?
Not Brunson, not Cat,
not Miles Bridges, even though he's
Mikhail.
Yeah, Mikhail.
Anunoby, although he's a good athlete. Maybe Anunoby.
That'd be about it.
Yeah, maybe just OG.
Maybe just OG, right?
Yeah,
it's Mitch.
And the big dude probably.
Mitch Robinson.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
I look at these now take another step back of the teams who are left. Which players rely on athleticism as their primary?
Outside of Ant, maybe Donovan Mitchell.
That's an interesting question.
That's fantastic.
It's hard.
It's
right?
hard. Yeah.
Why? So why, when it comes to the NBA draft, why does everyone want to talk about athleticism?
Because I think we look at I agree with you.
That's a great point.
To be clear, I agree with you 100% because this is a guy who you're talking to who rates Steph Curry higher than anybody else it does in terms of all-time lists. But I think what they do is they see these high-level outliers, right? Whether it's your LeBrons, your Jordans, they see these guys who were also freak athletes,
Russell
right?
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook's actually kind of one that worked out in terms of drafting the freak.
But look at Russ, look at Ja. These guys were so good, so athletic, but when it came time to playoffs, they were very limited.
Right. There was.
So Ant does have a chance to defy that because he's been real. I mean, his slay list of Hall of Famers that he's taken out of the playoffs in just 2 years is incredible.
I'm a big Anthony Edwards fan too, but he's big. He's also very, very skilled, as well as being athletic.
He was skilled.
He's become very skilled.
But his sent into retirement list heading to the golf course in the playoffs is impressive.
It's getting up there for sure, absolutely. But watching how the game has changed, it's just made me evaluate prospects a bit differently, where if someone isn't as athletic as they should be, I don't care as much. Like, if you're athletic, that's cool, that's fine. But if you don't have it, I'm not going to ding you as much as I probably would have 5, 6, 7 years ago.
So when you're looking at the NBA draft, and obviously you've got your kind of like top 4, most people have a top 4 consensus prospects. If you have other people in there, then obviously please let us know. But
Yeah.
as you're evaluating kind of those top 4 guys with what we just talked about in mind, how do you put those in there?
Well, I think, a part of that is like, when I say this, I like him as a prospect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So well, let me say that before people go, ah. All right. So AJ DeBansa, his highlights are doing a lot of work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of work for him when it comes to someone who, when like you're talking about someone, you watch his good shit for 2 minutes, you are in love with the guy.
Blown away, right?
Blown away. But you watch a game, you're like,
Hey, he disappeared for 8 minutes.
He's a little floaty.
Something's a bit off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something's a bit off. And his talent is undeniable, but there is more to unpack there. Someone like Cam Boozer, I think that's why he's so polarizing. It's because when you put on his highlights, you're like, really? Because his armpits aren't at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
He's not this incredibly shifty, twitchy prospect.
It's still how I felt about Banchero. And I'm not saying that's the comp, but I felt the same.
I mean, I felt bad about Jabari, and I hated Jabari as an NBA. I put Jabari around 9 in that
That's
draft.
a lazy comp. But Cam is more skilled than Jabari.
Yeah. I don't like the no. I'm saying that Jabari in terms of like just how I viewed his game, but
Gotcha.
when it comes to comparisons, I don't think they compare at all. I don't even like Cam Paolo. I like Cam, and people laugh at me about this. I don't care, but go watch Pete Nance play basketball for 5 minutes and tell me what the difference is between him and Cam Boozer. Nance is more athletic, but Boozer is way more polished, but they move and operate very similarly. Very similarly. If you want to pop his highlights in, you could, it's, I don't know. It's kind of wild to me. Because they're not very
sense because your wheelhouse is in the Big Ten, right? So I get the North. I get it. I get the reference.
Yeah. So like, he's not super fluid, but he really understands angles and he just knows how to play. And more than anything else, like he produces, right? And at some point, you gotta give someone who produces, their flowers, their love for sure, and who's able to do that. Who's also able to do that with, how can I say this? You're also able to do it like
anything,
like without being overly aggressive, and he's still being able to impact the game. Like, how many times in the last 5-6 minutes did they just give him the ball and say, hey, figure it out for us. Go make some plays. Bring the ball up the court. Make the right pass. All those things. Darren Peterson, that is my favorite prospect. I've been watching him since 8th grade. Very, very good player. Rooting for him to do very, very well. Who else is there? Caleb Wilson.
Can does Darren Peterson strike you as the type of player that can defy his surroundings? I mean, Peterson in Sacramento, he's going to go where the rest of the all good players go to die, right? Like, does he need the right spot for you?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
So let me ask you this: if AJ is a little too sometimey for you, like how does that work with Darren Peterson?
I mean, I think Darren Peterson, because like I've got a big board that's going to come out here in the next couple weeks. Darren Peterson's going to be one. And if I feel like being a jackass, I'm going to have him as tier 1, nobody tier 2. Then I'm going to start everybody else at tier 3. Like, I think he's a very, very good player. I think he's transcendent. Like I have comped him to new gen Kobe. The way that they attack the game, the way that they're able to kind of do whatever they want. And I'm looking at these playoffs and I'm like, man, this kid's still young. Like, imagine if he's got 10 to 12 pounds more muscle. They figure out the whole like cramping issue. Like you're gonna see. I think he has the opportunity to be like a top 5 shooting guard ever when it's all said and done. Like, I'm very, very high on him. Very, very high on him.
Where do you come out on? And I want to get to the guys that are coming back to the college game in a second, but where do you come out on separating if you do tier 2s, right? And you make Peterson a 1 in his own element.
Yeah.
How many of those guys in tier 2? Is that like picks 2 through 8, 2 through 5?
No, that's probably. This is what's weird about a big board. I can have somebody on, who's 7 on my big board, knowing that they're probably going to get drafted in the 20s. And like vice versa, where they're going to go 7 or 8, but I think they're like 17 for me, right? Because big boards are there for how do you rank these prospects? And then you put it out there so in 3 or 4 years, you look back and say, hey, look, what I get right, what I get wrong, where could I get better, all those things. So I would say that next tier, this is going to sound crazy, but I would put Cam and Caleb Wilson in that second tier. I think Caleb Wilson does have – I just think his motor, his athleticism.
He's going to have crazy workouts.
Yeah, he is. But, like, I try not to get caught up in it. I want to get caught up in his film and the way that he's able to impact games translates to playoff basketball. If I don't see you translating to playoff basketball, I'm going to have you lower probably than consensus, which sucks. It's really tough to look through that lens, but that's just how it is.
Out of the guys in that next group, so your Woglers, your Flemings, Burries, those types of guys, is there a guy that you like more than most?
I really like Kingston Flemings. I think he has like a maxi thing about his games. He's not the most physical, but he's just so fast and explosive. I think he can cause a lot of issues.
Super competitive too.
Yeah. Most definitely. You don't go to Houston as a freshman and excel the way that you did if you're not a competitor, knowing what's in front of you that entire year. He wanted to challenge himself, and I think that says a lot about him. This morning I flipped on Acuff.
Interesting.
I flipped on him where I was a bit, I'm not gonna say lower, but I was like, this is more of a normal guard. And then this morning, I'm taking my wife into work, and I'm just like, man, this man, like, what? He's got to learn to play defense, and I'm not sure how much Cal wanted him and taught him to play defense, or just focus on getting buckets because that's what Arkansas needed. But I'm sitting here like, this dude is built like Adrian Peterson. He can get his with the ball screen or not. I'm like,
doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, well, because he's shooting it. It's hard to turn.
It does help.
Like, what's the now?
I think he's going to be a great pro. I honked for I hung for Aka for probably 2 months. He was firmly in my top 7 almost all year. When you're the best player in the SEC, I think that says something, especially at his age. And I honked because he took good care of the basketball too.
Yeah, and Jalen Brunson, he had 3 years at Villanova, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 years there. What does Acuff look like after 3 years on a winning team with a winning pedigree? Where this Arkansas group with Cal, I get it, new faces a lot of turnover. Villanova didn't have that. And what does he look like? He was able to grow like that in a program under a Jay Wright. Like, what does that look like? And I'm sitting here like, Jalen Brunson controls all these games. You're telling me Acuff can't do something similar in the right system?
Similar strength. Acuff is what I always talk about with his frame.
Yeah.
He is a deceptively strong guard. And I don't think people talk about his strength. They look at his build and they're like, oh, it's just how his jerseys are cut or whatever. Like, guys bounce off it. But he's so quick, you don't get a chance to see him with collisions, but he absorbs quite well. Yes,
absolutely. And I'm really excited to see how he measures at the combine too. Like if he measures in, like I talked to his uncle said he's 6'3". So we'll see what that looks like. If he's if no shoes, he's 6'2". That's going to be a good measurement for him.
Let me stay right.
6'2".
Let me stay right here in your backyard. We fight over him all the time, and I know you. I think it was you. Might have been another. No, it was you, where you talked about just his size and how big he is. What does Yaxel look like as a pro?
My comp for him is 5XL Josh Hart. Like he could do literally. I don't know what you got it. What did you get into? Did you get into the syrup? Hey, go get the wipes.
That might be the best thing ever. And we're so loosey goosey. Nobody even cares.
Parenting, man. I'm telling you. No, 5XL Josh Hart, he is someone who can do everything, in my opinion, and he's huge.
Yeah.
People don't know how big he measured. I believe just short of 6'9" without shoes last year. Without shoes. With shoes, what is he? 6'10", 6'9" and some change.
Yeah.
All of 250. All of 250. What positions can he play next year? Honestly, whatever he wants to play. He'll be able to be plug and play. He can play in the playoffs because he's so massive. You can't lay off of him because he can shoot the ball. He finds guys. He rebounds. He defends. He can go 8 minutes without shooting and not care. Because all he wants to do is have good possessions. He's going to rebound the ball. People talk about his age all the time, and I'm just like, yes, he's older. He is older. I get it. He's older, but at the same time, he's 23. He's been playing competitive basketball for maybe 6 years. So all these guys who have all these basketball years and they've been in grassroots, he didn't have that. His jump from UAB to what he did at Michigan this past year, astronomical. He had a way better year, and it's not even close to do what he did with those types of guys around him. That's trash. That's trash. And throw the syrup away. Throw it away.
Let me ask you something about next year, and especially with guys that are opting to stay in school. I mean, Johnson Jr., there's so many, Momcilovic, like there's some guys, but I mean, Arkansas could easily have 2 of the top 12 players in the country with Jordan Smith and, Abdul Toure. Like they're going to have some fellas. When you're looking at college basketball, and it was so good this year.
Yeah.
Got a chance. I get it. It was a heck of a freshman class, but it seems on paper that it could be pretty exciting.
It could be pretty exciting. What was really cool about this year is that if you look at the first round prospects, the only one who did not play in the NCAA tournament was the kid from Washington, Hans Steinbach.
Mm-hmm.
Since when do we have a tournament and all the pro prospects are in it?
Yeah.
That never happens.
Well, next year you could have Bruce Branch. BYU should be good. You got Tyron Stokes at Kansas. Caleb Holtz at Arizona. I assume you like Cam Williams, right?
At Duke.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Krivas is going to be good. Braylon Mullins is going to be good. Like, you got a chance for some repeats.
For sure. You got some chance, but
Florida's
I'm saying, like, outside of the internationals, we're talking like out of the 30 names that are going to be called on draft day, at least 25 play in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That's just unheard of. Unheard of. And I love that a lot of these guys came back. Like the kid from Florida came back. Both the kids from Florida came back. Mullins came back. A couple other guys came back. Like it's NIL has made college better. I know it's been a headache for a lot of fans, along with the transfer portal, but there's not as much Cinderella stuff for sure. I get that. And the one team who did anything was High Point, and they pay their guys as much as like an A10 school.
Mm-hmm.
So like even then, like they had a boost. So what we had this past year is very, very, very rare. But I think you will see a little bit more of that. Just such good players being able to come back and impact college basketball, make their stock better, make some money, because you feel that in the past, guys came back, they felt that they lost money. That's not the case moving forward.
That's our guy, Ant Wright, basketball expert.
Who's preseason number 1, Ant, next year?
Florida, easy.
Yeah.
Florida. It's not even close. Like
I thought they say Michigan. I like Illinois. Big Ten will be well represented again. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Chenyelu from Florida. I think he should come back though. But like they'll be up there. Duke will be up there. Illinois,
Arizona will be there. Michigan
will be up there. Nebraska has a chance to go in the top 5 again.
You're pretty hot. Let me ask you something before we let you out here. You didn't think this. You don't seem like on social media you thought this Nebraska thing was a flash in the pan.
I don't feel that way.
Well, you seem to be pretty. You like them a little bit heading into next season, which I think more than maybe even we do locally.
Yeah, like look. So let's look at the year before this past season with Ice Chilliams and Jawan Gary. At one point, that team was what, 12-2, or 12-3, or 13-3, or they were killing. I don't know what the hell happened for them to lose that many games in a row, but they were on track to finish very well. And like I've never seen a collapse like that, to go from, hey, this team could be a decent seed in the NCAA tournament, to not even making the Big Ten tournament. That was crazy. Absolutely insane. So them coming back and fighting and winning the crown and getting those guys back who helped win, and like Cale Jacobson coming back and the way that he played this past year, I think that crown helped him get to this year and go hard. I think there's something to say about, you run it back with a good team. You got your best players coming back, your best scorers coming back, and both of those guys are NBA talents. All you have to do is fill in the rest.
Is that
you need a really good defender. You need a really good defender. You got to figure out the front court.
You talking about Frager and Price?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Frager and Price. Baby Sanford. But yeah, man, like those two. Now, Frager has a really big offseason, in my opinion, because he's going to be relied upon much more than just being a microwave off the bench. Like, he's going to have more responsibility this upcoming season. He's not going to be able to just come in and just shot hunt and like do all those things. Like, no. You have to play a complete game from start to finish, because a lot's going to be relied upon you. And they're going to have to gel. That chemistry is going to be really, really important. But not sure why Burke left. I'm not sure what that was about. I'm not sure if that was an agent move or.
I do know one thing. If they get his best version, and it's not just because of him, but Vandy's going to be good next year.
Yeah.
Vandy's, he knows what, as a head coach, like, I know why they locked him up long term, but Vandy's roster is nice.
Yeah. And, I'm a big believer in Mark Byington. He recruited me. Out of high school. And the one thing that, he had put in his letters, like, it's always cool when, like, you can get a bunch of letters. So I got a bunch from, like, a school like Florida, right? None of them were, like, personalized, right? But he sent me one from the College of Charleston, and whenever he wrote me, he would, like, handwrite all these. I'm like, okay, this isn't just, oh, I'm part of the mailing list. It's, hey, he's reaching out to me personally. And the one thing that he was that he always had was a chip on his shoulder. You could see it in the letters, where it's just like, this dude wants to be big time. Not only that, but he wants to beat anyone, wherever, however, doesn't matter who it is. I think he has that chip, and I think he feels disrespected a bit in the whole, like, coaching ranks. And man, they've got a chance to finish, top 3 seed and, compete for a Final Four for sure.
And great stuff as always. We will talk again soon. We appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry about the audio problems, man. It's crazy, man.
That's good. We're gonna get our time. We it doesn't have to be on time, but we're gonna get our time with you, man. We appreciate it. And believe me, as a parent with a little Tara running around who loves herself some waffles and pancakes,
She's smelling syrup right now.
That syrup thing. And a shout out to her because she likes syrup, because honey does suck. So syrup greater than honey, but she drives me up the wall with that syrup, and I get it. You take all the time you need. I hate the way that it smells over time.
Yes, because I gotta go over there right now and see the disaster. But yo, hey, shout out Arby's though, bro. Shout out Arby's.
Yeah.
Forever. Curly fries forever.
Curly fries forever. BFF, we gonna get pets.
Well, man, thanks, Ant.
Appreciate it. We'll see you later. That is Ant Wright.
How glad am I that he said Arby's.
Make this the summer event at Edwards Jeep and Ram, Council Bluffs and Village Point. Lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S starting at $289 a month. Built for the road and ready for summer. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn starting at $399 a month, or finance at 2.9% APR for 72 months. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Jeep and Ram, Council Bluffs and Village Point.
It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Chevrolet. Lease the 2026 Chevy Trax LT for just $349 a month, $0 down with your first payment due at signing. 2 great Chevys, one big June event. Slide into a 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $399 a month, $0 down with your first payment due at signing. Get to Edwards Chevrolet today. Together, let's drive.
I've made a lot of good decisions in my life. Perhaps the best lately is just being a part of what Next Gen is doing, from, testosterone to peptides to hydration, just to overall health and well-being. Next Gen has been fantastic for me. They accept most insurances, so they make it really, really easy. And I'm always, listen, I'm not the most fun to get along with, but these guys have been fantastic. It's not just a DB thing. It can be you too. Visit the folks at Next Gen, 402-614-9700.
And how are we doing this morning?
What's going on? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, we got
good.
you.
You're good.
Awesome.
How are we doing with the fatherhood and making a breakfast? And is everything good there? No, you might not be able to hear us.
Everything is good. We had Chick-fil-A today.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A doesn't do syrup, so nothing sticky going on. She's got her first little medium. She's got her first medium fruit bowl, and then when she comes over to ask me for something else to eat, I've already got the large fruit bowl right here ready.
There you go.
Do y'all have Chick-fil-A's out there in the Midwest?
Yeah, we do, and they are yours packed every day too. Well, I like that. They give you the good.
Yeah, and you have to drive around it 3 times just to make sure that you really want it.
Yeah, Midwesterners go hard for Chick-fil-A, Ant.
It's so good.
You have some funny, real life principles, and I know you're kind of being funny, but they're true. Who hasn't driven around Chick-fil-A multiple times?
Do I want to stay?
That's just how the drive-through is set up. That's how the drive-through is set up. You have to drive all around it, and then you gotta kind of enter it and then drive past the people who have already locked in their order then you get in line.
And this is fascinating. I guess we'll start with the finals tonight, but we got to talk draft, man. You know, following you on social media for so long, I was joking with you the other day. You don't keep receipts just for tax purposes. You keep receipts because a lot of guys have had some bad takes that you just haven't forgotten about when it comes to assessing talent, right?
I remember everything. I remember everything. Brandon, yes, that is the move. Just know that I do a mobile order as well. So you can't just go there and just order. Like, that's weird. You gotta get your points. Gotta get your points. How many points you got, Brandon? I'm about to flex you my points right now, brother. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. I'm opening up the app right now.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what I could get for free, Brandon? Everything on the menu for free. 2,500 points for a full meal, brother.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I know you like to interact with our chat, but be careful of Jimmy the Greek. He's off to a slow start. Comprehension is tough. He likes to be kind of funny. And he thinks he's funny. You can just put him on ignore if you want to. Comprehension is tough this morning.
This is an all-inclusive segment.
All right, where are we starting? It's not Brunson and the rest of the Knicks. If we start with the Knicks, is it like they're better than just Brunson? He gets a ton of the headlines.
Yeah, like you got Mikal Bridges, you got like Cat and all those things. I do think the whole Cat Wemby, like that front court matchup is gonna be a lot of fun for me. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
A heater too.
What now?
That's on a little bit of a heater too.
Yeah. So like you're gonna bring Wemby out, and are the net guards gonna be able to take advantage when Wemby's out? But the problem with Wemby, he could contest a three and block a shot at the rim at the same time. Like the dude is Slender Man. So and he moves so quick, right? He's got like a 12-foot, 10 million inch wingspan. So like you got to keep him moving, and you got to be rough with him a little bit, because I don't think his conditioning is as good as people think it is. You got to keep him engaged at all times on both sides of the court.
He doesn't play a ton of minutes, and I get the frame and wanting to keep him, healthy, but he still only plays 29 minutes a game.
Yeah. So 29 minutes, and you want to make sure that he is moving during those 29. So in his final 3 or 4 minutes, he's in the fourth quarter, he's not able to be as efficient. He's not able to do what he needs to do to close these games out. You saw that against the Thunder early, right? That overtime game, the way that he was able to take over down the stretch. Mm-hmm. If they were going at him more in the first half or more in that third quarter, does he have the juice, right, to take the Spurs over the hump and steal that game? Because if they don't, we're talking Thunder Knicks, not Spurs Knicks, in my opinion.
I didn't think we would. I don't think anybody saw Chet basically waving the white flag in that series, though. That was a tough look.
Yeah, that was a tough look. I've been. Hey, listen, hold on, time out. Can we pause?
Sure. What's on your mind?
I'm not going to keep disrespecting my Chick-fil-A points, bro. That's crazy. Do y'all have kids? I could feed my daughter like $8 worth of food, of breakfast, and she's good till like 4 o'clock.
Oh my god!
Like, do y'all not know how amazing that is? Points occur, dude. I am like on the premium tier Chick-fil-A list because I go there for breakfast and I get her everything she needs, and we're good to go. We are good to go. 10 points per dollar. Yeah, bro. Like
10 points. Wait a minute. 3,300.
That's only like $300. That's not terrible.
Ant.
That's not.
Listen. You act like I haven't used any of them points. I use points too, so it's more than that. Don't mess with me. I'm at the point now where like it's like a $6 order for like 2 big things of fruit. I get her some hash browns. She's good. Right?
It did look elite though. I mean, there were raspberries, there were strawberries. I saw there
strawberries. Look at that. Oranges. There's some apples in there. Blueberries. She be going to town.
The Chick-fil-A fruit cups are elite.
Yes, and there's like juice at the bottom, so she don't even need a drink.
The breakfast burritos are fire. You put the spicy chicken in there.
I'm gonna need you to knock it off, Rico. I'm trying to get to your Knicks. You're encouraging this behavior from my man.
Me and Ant are on the same page right now. That breakfast hits.
Listen,
so good.
I knew he knew what he was talking about when he dropped Kava a couple of weeks ago. Like that's all I needed to hear. I'm like, we're good.
You got to know how to feed your fam on a budget. You know who else has a really good breakfast? If you want to have like a real nice Sunday breakfast, if you go to church, I'm sorry for offending you, but we're a family that me and the wife get 2 days to sleep in. Well, 1 because Walker has basketball at 8 a.m. on Saturdays, but Cracker Barrel breakfast, catering. You could get eggs, bacon, pancakes. They have this like hash brown casserole. You could go in and pick it up for like $45. And you could feed your whole fam.
I didn't put you in Cracker Barrel on my bingo card.
Hey, listen, there is a Cracker Barrel about 10 minutes north and right off the highway.
Oh God! All right.
I'm sorry. Let's talk basketball, man. I'm sorry.
I didn't see the Chet thing coming. They paid him a year early. You think they're hoping that they're glad that thing hasn't kicked in?
Here's the thing, man. I like Chet. I like Chet a lot. I thought, coming into the league, one of my biggest sell points on Chet was, remember COVID? Like they shut everything down, right? Chet was one of the few, like when I say few, I mean he was the only top 10 guy. He was flying all over the country, getting smoked with everyone. They went out to Michigan to play Amani Bates. He was out in California playing Peyton Watson. He was playing Paolo Banchero. He played at Snoop Dogg's crib just to get some run in. Like he was never a smoke ducker. So I think what went on in this series was the one time in his life that he felt that he was outclassed. What I mean by that is no matter what he did, he was going up against a bigger gun. Mm-hmm. And I think this offseason is going to be a big mental offseason for him and psychological. He's got game. He's got skills. He's very good at what he does, but at the end of the day, he's gonna have to. I saw the joke calling him like he's Drexler and Wemby is Michael Jordan. I saw that comp the other day. I don't like that comp because Clyde Drexler didn't win shit. So I'm gonna comp like him to like a Joe Dumars, where he already won a championship, but it's 1990. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's gonna still have to find a way to get over that because he's still super young. But yeah, man, I do think it's a bit much, the narrative right now. It's a bit much going really hard at him, and I'm not sure what that's about. I feel like some people have been waiting for him to kind of slip so they can sound off on him. You know how media goes.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for the kid for sure. Hope he bounces back. I think he'll be okay. And this coming year is going to be really interesting. But it did at like the worst time. Here you go.
Yep.
At the worst. At the worst time. That could have happened to me because the contract and the money and how much money and that part's tough. And that's always a really tough conversation. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel bad for him, honestly.
I've got 2 Chet follow-up questions, and then we can move on to everything else.
We're gonna let Chet dominate.
No, I have questions for Ant. Like, how much of the narrative do you think has to do with the kind of U19 matchup in the World Championships between Wemby and Chet, where obviously Chet won, but Wemby kind of got him there too? Or am I giving too much people credit there?
Chet had a good game too in that matchup. So, Ant won the medal, and Wemby was very emotional. All those things. I just think Wemby's just an emotional person where he doesn't hide his stuff. I think you saw that at the end of the WCF. I do think it is for the media. It adds a nice agenda, talking point, whatever. But there is also a rivalry there that comes pre-NBA. But one thing that people don't realize is most of these guys have played against each other since forever. Forever. They played against each other since forever. So, like, first time I saw Mike Conley, I was 12 years old. The first time I saw OJ Mayo, 12 years old. First time I saw a lot of these guys, like I was in middle school, elementary school, and you see and play these same guys all throughout your life. But now there's a microscope on it because of the platform and like what's at stake and all those things. But he shit the bed. But he's got to figure that out.
Oh, go ahead.
Last one, real quick.
You are breaking up. I'm not sure if that's me or that's you. That's them. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. What up, chat? What it do? Hey, it's your boy Ant taking over. What kind of question you got? What's that kind of crazy? How are you, waffles or French toast? I love waffles. Belgian waffles, don't put anything on it. Let me put like butter and like syrup. That's fine. Hold on, butter, syrup, that's fine. My daughter, have you all ever been to Wendy's? Wendy's has these French toast sticks that are really good. You can get like 4 for like $2 or $3. Check it out. It's really good. And top NBA duo of all time. You got to go. Come on. You got to go D Wade and Antoine Walker. Come on. We need a top 3 fast food places for both breakfast. Chick-fil-A. I'm a snob, so Starbucks is up there. Starbucks for sure. And like McDonald's gets a bad rap, but I gotta go Mickey D's. There's not a Hardee's around here, Wyatt. There's not a Hardee's around here. Asian. What part of Asia are you from? I see the yin yang. What part of Asia? I don't know. A-Cuff and Fleming's are both super dope. Very different though. Very different place. A-Cuff is like a running back. He's like, but I don't know. He's got to do more than scoring. He can't be the point guard Cam Reddish. South Korea. Did they mute me? Can y'all hear me still? Can you hear me? I don't know if they I don't know. I'm not sure. You can hear us?
Hey, did you turn the mics on?
You can hear me? Okay. Southern Korea? Is that like Southern North Korea or is that Southern South Korea?
Ant, can you hear us now?
Dog, we were having fun over here.
My bad.
I know, that's what I'm laughing at.
By the way, Asian Wyatt, South Korean, if that helps you at all.
South Korea, I am huge on South Korea
Oh my gosh.
culture.
And
Huge. I love
I
South
just got
Korea.
one question. So remember the very first time we had you on, we had talked on DMs and you didn't know you were live. You're like, oh, I thought we were pre-recording. And I said, Ant, this show is crazy. Anything goes. It's probably a little more different than you're used to. And he was like, oh, bet. Let's go. I had no idea the next three were going to go the way that they're going. This is incredible.
I appreciate you holding the door while our internet got fixed.
Oh, it's all good.
You know, I said this it's a little bit different of a show.
No, it's all good. I love it.
All right, so let me ask my question here now that
Just
we're back.
say, hey, will they acquire Giannis?
Yeah, like you think there's any chance that they're like, hey, San Antonio's getting better. Chet didn't cut it. We're going to get Giannis.
Are you thinking?
I'm trying to word this so I don't sound disrespectful.
No, go for it.
This show?
No, go for it.
That's all we do.
Like I don't think Giannis is like that. I don't think he's like that. That's the only thing.
Even
and
next
pairing him with SGA.
Okay.
Like, what does Giannis do when he doesn't have the ball?
Yeah.
Fair.
And you're going to take the ball out of the two-time MVP?
Okay.
I just don't see that.
Putting Giannis in more legit pick and pops. I'm not advocating for it. I'm giving you the hypothetical of how. Like pick and pops with being able to play that way.
I mean, he would be more mid-rolling, probably. I don't think you want him to
options off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The action would be pretty tough to guard.
It would be tough to guard, but that's mostly because of SGA. It's not because of Giannis. Even though Giannis is really strong, man. But I think the benefit of Giannis would be able to, because I think he plays with a lot of pride. I think defensively, you would love that matchup for him against someone like Wemby, right? But are you just going to keep making all these trades and moves because of Wemby, or is this a situation where the OKC Thunder just lost the series?
Well, I think
they had the advantages. They didn't have Jalen Williams. I just don't think you make these crazy changes and go for somebody like that and gut everything that you've built just because this series went 7.
Let me ask you something, Ant. How do you think San Antonio's pulling off stylistically being able to play with Harper and Fox at the same time?
I mean, they're really hard to guard. I mean, they're just tough guys to guard. I mean, just like on the ball, and they're just unselfish and they're quick. And then you have Fox, who's like, he's kind of veteraning up, where he's not just like this lightning player, right? He does play with more finesse and more savvy. And then you have like Stephon Castle right there with them. But you get away with a lot when you have Wembanyama around you. You could have a lot more funky lineups. You could play certain guys together who really probably wouldn't gel if their center was a normal person. But no, man, it comes down to chemistry, man. It comes down to chemistry, and they have really good on-court chemistry right now. And that's a young group too. I mean, I don't know. Scary times. Scary times.
I was listening to Windhorse yesterday, and he said general managers and coaches around the league are already saying to themselves, there's nothing you can do with Wemby. He's like Shaq sans the worried about water and like just the raw power. Like you can't really just deal with him. I early.
I do think I don't know. I do think that there is I do think that we've seen. I wouldn't call him Shaq, because Shaq, you just physically could not stick with him, just like Zach Edey, right? You just physically just had a hard time dealing with it. When it comes to Wemby, he's not going to physically overwhelm you. He's going to get you with his length. To mitigate a lot of that length, you need someone strong, big, who can really, really move. Like, he was having issues with I'm gonna get his name wrong. Murray Broyles, CMB.
Oh,
Colin, kid from South Carolina.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kid from South Carolina. Like, he did a decent job on Wemby. That's the body type that's going to have to do it. That guy who's between 6'7", 6'10", can really move. That's why, like, I can't wait to see someone like.
Does Mitchell Robinson move well enough?
No, I don't think so.
Because he sure will be physical. He's going to have at least one or two pretty hard fouls.
Yes. Yeah. I think he's gonna have to do a lot of his work early. Make Wemby catch it out 25, 26 feet, and then make him a jump shooter. Like, make him shoot threes, make him shoot a bunch of running jump shots. When Wemby gets in the paint, when he touches it, he can just lay it in. Because he's just so big, so long. So I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely tough. Oh no. Did I freeze this time? Did I freeze, or is it them? Oh, round two? Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Got to go back to Wyatt. So, okay, South Korean. All right. Funny story. I got kicked out of school when I was a freshman. It was like February, and my mom couldn't get me to any school. So she put me in this random Christian school in the middle of nowhere. 80% South Korean. 80%. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. That was a lot of fun. Do I dive into any college recruiting or AAU? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I try to as much as I can, for sure. That's opposite of what my school experience was. That's funny. I do like. Dang, so you're like. I saw the one you said you're yellow on the outside, white on the inside. So, like, do you have any Korean culture at all whatsoever? Classes were not tough. This was like, no. I went to school in like a big house just to close out my freshman year. It was a hot mess. What I think about Nebraska's come up in basketball? Awesome, amazing. You got to deal with a little bit of the success, though. You got to deal with that success. Having Frager and Price back is awesome, but you have to cover for Hoiberg. That's going to be a huge miss. AU outside, and there's like Minnesota. I do, Brandon. There's a freshman in Minnesota right now. His name is Malik. He is really, really good. He's like 6'8", about 6'8". Think he's like I think his IG is like Leaky 2 official. I watched a game of his last weekend. Very, very good big man. Very, very good big man. Lefty, crafty. He reminds me of remember Zebo? Really good player.
Zebo like Randolph? Zach Randolph?
Yes, Zach Randolph.
Oh, there you go.
Randolph. Yeah, like this
below the rim, good footwork, that type of thing.
Yeah, but this dude was all over the rim this past weekend, man. He was something. He was definitely something.
So I saw. Let's move into draft here a little. Actually, one more thing on the finals before we move on to draft a little bit here is, so you were talking about guys that could guard Wemby, and my question, I guess, is in your opinion, because Wemby's got at length on everybody, would you rather just have a guy that can move with him that maybe is like 6'8" instead of like, it seems like everybody's trying to go big for big, but like if you're the Knicks, would you go like Bridges or Anunoby or somebody that's like, hey, they can just move with him, we'll take our chances with the other stuff?
I would go Anunoby. I would go any of those like big forward types. I think would be good because like Wemby, he plays more like a 4 than a 5.
Yeah.
And so you just want to keep him away from the basket as much as you can. Like if he's hitting jumpers, you just shake his hand, you call it a day. If you're allowing him to just dunk on you over and over and over and be in the paint and finish around the rim, you're gonna have a long night.
Is you think the next kind of progression for Wemby is being able to take those shorter guys down low and just be like, hey, I'm not going to settle for jumpers the whole time. I'm going to beat you up down here.
Maybe. There's also probably another way to do it that like, this is kind of going to sound weird, but like the best players have their own meta and style of play. I think he's going to go out and create his own way to get it done. And it's going to be something that you can't really replicate. But the only way that he can really do what you're doing is he's going to have to put on a lot of weight. That's going to take away a lot of his mobility, and at his height, added weight, you're knocking off years probably.
Yeah, disaster. You don't want to Yao Ming him, right?
Right. So I think there are going to be ways that he's going to be able to do it. They're going to have to get creative and kind of create his own meta around how to do something, how to do it. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to explain, but
it's like Steph Curry, right? Like nobody has ever played like Steph Curry. Likely nobody ever will play like Steph Curry. Lots of people sort of try to, but it's not like you're just.
It's always a knockoff. It's always a knockoff. It's always right.
Yeah,
it's always like a bootleg version. Yeah, it's always a bootleg version.
Wait, hold on, Ant. I got something for you. Tyler Kolek, is he the most important factor for the Knicks?
Who the hell are you?
This is DB.
What? Hold on. Say it again.
Tyler Kolek, sharpshooter for the Knicks.
I'm like, is the contrast of my computer?
DB had to go coach, so this is one of our producers, Austin, sitting in.
All right.
You let you recalibrate here for a second.
Rewind. Okay, go. Sorry. Go ahead.
Tyler Kolek, how important is he for this game?
Tyler Kolek? I mean,
you don't have to answer that. That's not a serious question.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like, man, what should I say? Like, I'm trying to give you something, but
he's played in like 6 games in the playoffs.
No, how important is the one white man that might see the court?
No, Malik played for Team Halley this past weekend, not D1 Minnesota.
You talking about cheap knockoffs? I saw you quote tweet an evaluation of Ament from Tennessee, and some people are asking the Kevin Durant question, which apparently we do with every guy that's tall, skinny, and can score even a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think Ament's an interesting guy though, because that kind of prototype is a guy I'm mostly out on. I don't think they end up being whatever we want them to be most of the time. Like best case scenario, they sort of end up in like a Brandon Ingram range, which is a good basketball player, but not anywhere near the range of like a Kevin Durant. What do you do with not just Nate Ament specifically, or Ament, I don't know how to say it, but that kind of prototype of like the super lean guys that aren't ever going to be Kevin Durant?
My comp for him is DMV Austin Day.
Oh, okay.
That is my comp for him. A lot of people comped Ament to Regisher.
Oh, yeah, the Hawks pick.
Yeah, so my comp for Regisher back then was I said low testosterone Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
I think all those guys kind of fit in the same bucket, the same prototype. I just don't think he's nasty enough. I love just skill-wise.
Sure, yeah.
Man, you watch him in 1 versus 0 drills, you're like, holy shit, right?
Yeah, that's how Yiji Leon got drafted, though, too.
Who now?
Yiji Leon, the Chinese guy with the bus in the Durant draft. I bet you didn't think that name today.
I remember. I remember Calipari told me a story. I went on an unofficial to Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how we got on this topic. He told a story about he had this guy. I forget his name. If y'all can look it up in the chat, let me know. He's like a Dominican or a Puerto Rican. He's about 7 feet tall. I think his name is Ricky Sanchez. And he tells his camp, only do 1-on-0 drills. Whatever you do not let him play 5-on-5. Because he goes, Ricky, when the game starts, it doesn't look good. But I'm telling you right now, you would think he's a lottery pick if you just watch him play against the chair, right? He said, if you do this, he'll get drafted. I don't think he ever played an NBA game, but he was drafted like 35th or something.
Yeah, he went 35th overall to the Blazers in 2005, and he did not play a single NBA game.
Right. So I'm not saying.
Isn't that the Darko story too? Didn't Darko have a famous 1-on-0 workout with the Pistons that they're like, oh my God, we gotta take it.
You gotta watch out for these cone merchants, man. I'm telling you, man. It's
dude, Ant. So I coached NAI basketball for a while, and we had this kid come in that looked like a 6'7" Dwight Howard. We saw this. We had him come in for a workout. He's running up and down the floor. He's built like an Adonis. Like he's yamming in drills. Like he's just going crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna win a national championship. We got this dude into 3-on-3 drills and like couldn't catch the ball. Like I was like, God damn it, what are we like? That's the maddest I've ever been, because I was like, full ride this kid. We will find the money, whatever. And then it was just like, well, I can't even play him.
That's how it goes. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for these cone merchants, man. It's
dude,
it's hard out here.
I'm 5'9". I could have guarded him. It was that bad.
I believe you.
It was that bad. Just absolutely brutal. All right. Before we let you go here, is there anybody in the draft that you are just enamored with that is maybe like a little bit further down the line? You're not your Darren Petersons or DeBonsos or those guys, but let's say post lottery in terms of projection that you're just like, man, I actually kind of love this dude.
Probably. Yeah. Probably a Corey.
Oh, okay.
Probably a Corey from Stanford.
Yeah.
He just makes basketball look so easy. And like guys like that, man, I don't know. If he was on the East Coast and he went to a bigger program, I think he's like a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I think there's a bit of East Coast bias because I told a buddy of mine last night, I was like, man, if this dude was playing at a decent time at night, not at 2 a.m. when everybody's asleep, he'd be way higher, in my opinion, way higher. But Buko Okorie, for me, he's kind of a mix between like a Kemba Walker and a Colin Sexton. He just does whatever he wants to do, and defenders just they just have a problem. They just can't keep him out the lane, and anyone who can get in the lane in the NBA is dangerous because you're not necessarily getting in the paint to score. You're in the paint to screw up your defense.
Yeah, to compromise the defense, right?
Yeah, because like once it's there, like once the ball's in the paint, you're cooked.
Yeah, you can do anything.
You're going to get a good shot 8 times out of 10. I don't care who you have on your team defending. Balls in the paint, you're done, right? You coach NAI. I didn't even know that. Congrats, man. I sent out 400 fucking emails to schools to get me to come on and be a grad assistant.
Dude, I lucked into it. A guy that I played with in college at a very, very low Christian college level, he ended up getting a job and he hired me. Like I lucked out. That's all, but it's who you know. It's who you know, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And I got an offer to join Detroit, but it was like a week after I had accepted a full-time job. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this because there's a reason why I didn't get it. And I feel that, there's a lot of people that I talk to, former players and stuff like that. They want to get into coaching or just, and I'm like, how long are you okay with your life sucking?
Yeah.
Right. Because especially like at the level that, like I coached and played at, you're going to have a long road if you're going to do anything of like that makes you any kind of money within the industry. And that's true of even people that played at higher levels, right? Where you've got maybe a little bit of an easier path based on network. But I ask everybody, go, hey, how long are you okay with your life being terrible before you get anything that you want? Because that's the coaching game, man. It's tough.
It's amazing, man. You got people out here volunteering. You have people out here getting like a $4,000 stipend, but they like pay for your board. And that board is you basically babysitting the team at the dorm.
Yeah, you're like an RA, basically. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So like, these coaches are freaking grinding, man. They're grinding. And I'm like, man, if you're trying to get into basketball now and you're a youngster, man, go the route of being a trainer, getting out here on the grassroots circuit, create content, like honest content, not me where I'm like bullshitting around half the time, but like put your work on there. I'm in an NBA draft group chat on Twitter. There's like 90 people in there. I would say 15 of them in the last 2 years have gotten hired to NBA teams.
Oh, wow.
All because they've been putting out their stuff and they've been really diligent and they've been working extremely hard and they come up with their own formulas and they push it and they put proof to, what they're trying to do. And they're putting numbers to all their stuff and all these new metrics. And, teams are looking for this, right? Teams are looking for, I need to gain, even if it's this much, I need an advantage somewhere, whether it's on the court or in the draft room, development. I need that slight advantage somewhere, and I'll pay someone 75 G's to help me figure it out. So there are so many ways to make money nowadays. And, it's like, I tell my kids all the time, like, my son is 6. I've already got an Instagram for him. He's got almost 100 followers on there. I'm like, look, I'm trying to grow this. So in like 12 years, when you're allowed to be on there too, I want you to have your own brand, kid. Like, I don't want you to have a supervisor. I don't want you to have to wake up at 7 a.m. and doing the same thing every day, and people are working over you and treating you like crap, and you're being undervalued. You could go and just be your own person. So I didn't mean to go out. I went on a complete tangent. I apologize.
No,
but no, man, that is, I didn't know that. So, man, shout out to you, man, because, man, it's it's hard. It's so hard. You spend so many hours, like 100+ hours a week, easy.
Oh yeah, I worked a
man.
full-time job in financial industry while I was doing it because I mean, obviously, like NAI, you're not getting. I was an assistant, like you're not getting full-time assistant money.
So what you doing in finance? What you doing in finance?
Fraud and risk management.
Okay. I was I did finance as well. I helped people with like their 457s and 403bs and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like explaining how like pensions work and yeah, man, helping them move their stuff from mutual funds and interesting. Funny.
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah, man, that's awesome.
Great talking to you as always. I'm sure we will reconvene and hopefully we don't have a co-host change in the middle of your interview next time. But I'm glad Austin could join us for the last few minutes.
It's all good.
I thought I had a great question.
Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
He was about to, I think, hit you with a Luke Cornett question, but I
Nah, bro, it's me, you, and Mr. Beast just chilling, hanging out.
That's a new one.
And
Let me get $5, Mr. Beast. Nah, bro, it's all good, man. It's all good, man.
You gotta follow him on Instagram. You gotta, if you want his money.
Hey, absolutely.
All right, and we
man.
appreciate it as always. Great stuff. We'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Hey, I'll see you guys.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales event is on at Edwards Kia. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid S all-wheel drive starting at $299 a month. Edwards Kia is on a winning streak. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2027 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive starting at $469 a month. Don't wait. Slide into savings with the Edwards Kia Summer Sticker Sales event. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. Finance the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe at 0% for 72 months. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Hyundai Kona SE all-wheel drive. Sign and drive starting at $287 a month with 0 down. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $379 a month, a platinum lease worth driving home. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month, while supplies last. Don't miss your pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Nissan.
We are joined now by Ant Wright, basketball knower of all things. Ant, what's going on, buddy? How we doing?
What's going on, fellas?
Wait, were you like meditating like a Buddhist? Or are you getting ready because you know we're a bunch of yahoos? What's going on?
No, man, I'm in a clan war going on right now, and my base got 3 stars, so I was just replaying it.
Stop it. Oh, what?
Clan with like a K or?
Oh, what?
No. Clash of Clans. We're in a war right now.
What? Give him some.
My base got 3 stars.
You're all hoodied up and serious, and you dropping clans like this is on the. Okay, I'm not even gonna get.
You guys were thinking Dave Chappelle skit.
No, we're thinking you because you're a closet racist. That's what we're thinking, Austin. That's exactly what we're thinking.
That was Rico. I didn't say that.
Well, him too, because he's only half black.
No, man.
It's everybody's fault.
Hey, ain't nothing closet about it.
I got 3 stars.
Oh, there we go.
I got 3 stars, so I was, looking at the replay. I'm like, man, where did my defense go wrong?
Look,
my base is pretty solid, man. Look, my base is pretty solid. I'm like a max TH17, and they just murked me, bro, in like a minute 40 seconds, man.
You're
so like,
range.
I shouldn't have checked because now I'm in a bad mood, man.
Listen, your range is unbelievable. Like,
man,
you're like a 3-level scorer that could still be 6th man of the year. You go from
that's Manu.
Fortunate to be here because Dad could have had a bad night to interacting with the chat
because our internet went out.
To points on Chick-fil-A and restaurant recommendations on how to eat for $1
to clan wars.
Like, who are you? Like this mythical figure that was like put together in a lab.
Man, I'm an only child, man. I have a lot of time on my hands.
You know what? You give me only child vibes.
Yeah, you have to know how to entertain yourself, and right now, like the wife's at work, and the 3 kids are with grandma. So it's just me and the dog.
What kind of dog?
Chilling today. Corgi.
Oh my God,
nice
Corgi.
You definitely give me only child vibes. Those
only child,
sons of guns, man. Like you guys are probably you and your Corgi are probably thick as thieves, aren't they?
No, actually, like she's been losing weight, because like we go up and down the stairs a lot. So I mean, like, her hips getting better. You know what I mean? She's almost 10,
yeah.
But no, she's still rocking and rolling.
All right, you got to go back to the first segment where we were talking about. I was actually mad about African Americans in single family homes being baby mamas or baby boys. So there was that. Then I was mad about me intentionally getting a female dog that is going through her first cycle, and I'm putting diapers on this dog as we speak. And I said to myself out loud, okay, you guys, we don't have to do that.
Oh Lord. Is that a pug?
No, it's a Frenchie.
See how they do me?
It's a Frenchie.
It's a Frenchie?
Hey, you like the sound? Look,
that's crazy.
Your boy rolled.
Wait, what is going on? I'm so confused.
This is her first cycle. She hasn't been spayed yet.
Wait, dogs have periods?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's crazy.
If you don't get them fixed if you don't get the females fixed before they get into heat, that's what, yeah.
So
you had to go out and buy your dog tampons, bro. That's insane.
I'm legit traumatized.
He's been calling his wife and talking about dog pads all morning.
Listen. And
I just imagine you at like PetSmart. Hey, man, y'all got any pads?
I was on TikTok Googling forever the last 2 days. I walked into this a 7 o'clock show. I walked in at 6:55, so I made sure her last little droplets were gone. I'm stressed.
And I said to myself, why
Oh
would
my
anybody
gosh.
intentionally pick a female dog that isn't interested in breeding? Like, I
Oh
don't
my
get.
gosh.
So when did you get your corgi? Was she
I
already?
got her. Well, I got her. We went to one of those like
He said, "Oh my god."
we went to one of those kennels.
Guy.
We went to one of those like kennels, and we were just looking at dogs, and there was a house dog, and it was Charlie. She ran right up to us, and whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we went around, we did our rounds for all the dogs. I got to the front and I'm like, how about the first dog that, like, is she for sale? They were like, yeah. But I had somewhere to be that the next couple days. So did the wife. So we did want to get the dog, then immediately put it up somewhere. That's not what we wanted the first experience to be. So I went ahead and did my thing. As I'm driving back towards town, I called, I'm like, hey, is Charlie still there? She was like, yeah, but 3 families are like coming in the next 2 hours. I'm like, I'm going to beat them there and I'm going to buy the dog. And they're like, okay, come on. So I go up there, boom, pay for her, get in the car, go back to the house. And I call the wife out and she comes out with our daughter, and they start crying because they're so happy because I didn't tell them, so they like saw the dog in the back seat and they were going crazy. So
you kept the given. How old was she? You kept the given name.
Kept the given name. She was around 8 months.
Oh,
around 8 months.
So she must have already been fixed. They fixed her.
Yeah. So like she was already fixed and all those things, and like she had a good owner, but the owner just didn't have enough space anymore for her. So they gave her up, and so we went and got her, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah, this is the kind of range that we're talking about. Nobody gets the best of Ant like we do.
Now, right into the NBA draft, baby.
Hey,
yes.
Start with Giannis.
Shout out NBA draft day, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we go ahead.
Let's start with Giannis. All right. Obviously, overnight in the cloak of darkness, the Bucks send Giannis out of town finally after like 2 years of speculation.
Right.
What did you think about the destination? Because it seems like he basically is not in a better situation to try and win a title. But B, what about the haul for both? Like, does it make sense for Miami? Does it make sense for Milwaukee, in your opinion?
I think it makes sense for both.
Okay.
You weren't going to get much for him, honestly, but for them to get KJ, the kid from Illinois, for them to put him in there, I think that was a pretty big deal, because now you got KJ and Hero. I do think they're going to try to move Tyler somewhere else, and I think the Pistons are going to try to get him.
Ooh,
but I think they got as much as any team was willing to go and get. And I think they got the 13 too, right? They got the 13 as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So what, they got like 3 first-round picks. I mean, I don't think you could have gotten much better, honestly. And then from there, it's just trying to make the right moves, because like we've seen these moves before, right? And at the time, it was like, okay, whatever. But you see a few years down the line how it all kind of lined up. Like, look at what happened with what happened because of the PG stuff.
I mean, this is the OKC thing, right? Like, where you get one.
Yeah, like we don't know. Like Shea leaves, they get PG. They don't know what's going to happen here in the next few years. So
I don't know. You think Toronto wants their last 2 good players back that they moved in trades with Siakam and OG?
Yeah, but
I mean, those guys were kind of throw-ins.
Yeah.
Well, Pascal wasn't, but I mean, OG wasn't even considered the best guy in that trade.
Yeah. So you never know. Like, that's the thing. You never know who some of these guys are when they, reach another destination. Look, all these guys can hoop. All these motherfuckers can hoop. All of them. There are dudes who got cut from the NBA after a week or two who may have thrived as 5, 6, 7 year career NBA guys, but because they went to the situation that wasn't for them, they weren't able to thrive and shine like someone else could have. But it's just one of those things where like you don't know what you have. And then if they're able to, thrive in that situation, they win the trade when we're looking back in 2029.
So real quick here on the Giannis thing, then we can move on to the draft. So in your opinion, why Boston over or why Miami over Boston? Is that just a picks versus player thing?
The desperate team sets the market, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not sure. You got to understand, like Milwaukee's also in the East,
and
they're trying to compete. Do you really want to send Giannis to Boston?
Yeah.
Like, do you really want that? I'm not too sure, and I'm not sure who Boston was going to be able to give up for that as well. And you don't want Jaylen Brown partnering with him or Tatum partnering with him. If you're in the East and you're trying to compete for a finals that you just saw that the Knicks won, right, without a generational player, right? They didn't need a generational player. They just had the right pieces.
Yeah.
So like –
and I don't think what the Knicks did can be replicated unless you're patient, right? We didn't hear from their general manager until they won. None of the moves he made were seen as, ooh, look at this savvy, shrewd move. They were all scrutinized.
Overpaid for Bridges.
Did get overpaid for Bridges.
Weren't in love with Anunoby.
He wasn't even – he was like – and oh, by the way, let's go back to Towns, right? Minnesota wasn't going to be able to re-sign him for what they wanted. So he felt like New York overpaid for Carl Anthony because he was sometimey and he wouldn't defend. Like it was like none of the moves that the Knicks made were
they weren't sexy.
No,
they weren't sexy. They weren't made.
Had to take their time, right? The first round win, then the finals loss, then the championship win. Like
even Brunson was like, yeah, we think he's better than we saw, but like
it took time. But like people that knew basketball said you can't win with a little guy being your best player. And they were lobbying to take him off the court in crunch time. The Knicks are kind of an anomaly. A little bit.
And it's kind of like, they were able to – the biggest contract move, from this Knicks franchise was Jalen Brunson taking a big cut for Knicks to sign other players and to be able to truly compete on the market. And I do think that this is a bit like the Mavs in 2011, where you have a guy like Dirk, you have a guy like Jalen Brunson, two guys who are heading up this whole thing, but just really built, just really good team who was able to go out there, do what they needed to do to win the series.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's weird to see everybody kind of just know their role and be willing to accept it the way the Knicks did. Like everybody kind of knew what they were supposed to do and they were okay with it. Meanwhile, we hear a guy like Vassell. And now, full disclosure, I don't love him to begin with. But saying, a guy like Harp was unhappy with his role, but kept doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like you didn't hear stuff like that come out of New York. And maybe some of that is the Spurs youth, but they didn't do a very good job of keeping family business in the family, right? It was, Fox and Coach got the same agent. So, Clutch wants them to be showcased, even though Fox is killing the Spurs. And is Wemby ready on this ascent? Like there was so much drama with the Spurs. I felt like it was a lot. Their youth just eventually showed.
Yeah, I think so too. And they're not a complete roster yet, in my opinion. And for them,
they're looking at shooter, right?
The what now?
It'd be nice if they had a legit shooter who knew when to shoot.
Well, they have a couple. Like Devin Vassell could shoot that thing. So can
he acts like he needs to do it the minute he touches it. That's the problem.
Julian Champagne. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like
Champagne.
Champagne.
Champagne. Damn it, Ant.
We won't call him Julian. We call him Julian.
It's pronounced ShamWow.
Oh, zip it, Knicks fans. Look, he's obnoxious, Ant. Like,
hey, you know what? He has all the right, bro. Because Knicks have been through some shit, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's been a really long time.
It's not like he's long suffering, born in the Bronx. He's like, I like Melo. I'm a Knicks fan now. Like, come on.
I like Melo too, though.
Hey, yo, doggy biscuits, man. Give me a coney.
All right, I want to move off to get to the draft.
Yeah.
Last thing, Ant.
Yo.
Last thing. Who was the best player for the Spurs in the series?
Best player for the Spurs
in the series.
In the series?
Yeah.
It was probably Dylan Harper. It was probably Dylan.
You want to fight me over that now?
I do think Wemby gets,
which is insane.
That was at the time. That was like game 3.
If you had said Harper, I wouldn't have fought
That
you.
was like game 3. My point was it wasn't Wemby, and you told me I was crazy.
Certainly wasn't Castle at any
but
point.
you told me it was Wemby.
Who's second?
I do think Wemby, he has so much attention all the time that I do think that Dylan took advantage of those things. But even when Wemby came out, Dylan was still that guy to kind of carry them. But I do think that Wemby's impact on both ends of the court, I mean, especially defensively, like I'm watching just like sports sciencey stuff, and I'm like, look, even on the shots that he contests, like he forces shooters to shoot at such a different angle that it's unnatural. Where usually you're shooting at, say, like a more like a 50, 55 degree angle.
Mm-hmm.
They got to shoot it to like 60, 65 just to get it over his hand. And when you do that, you have to change velocity. You have to change shot release, so many things that you don't normally do. So that's why the shooting percentage against him drops significantly. Like, even if he doesn't block it, he forces you to shoot a shot that you don't shoot. So offensively, he wasn't really there, but in terms of just full impact, he still impacted these games. I mean, this series should have gone to 6 or 7 games. There's no way you lose a 29-point lead and lose at the end in that
weren't supposed to lose the series. They were a 2-1 fade.
I thought the Knicks had an advantage. I said it during
I said Knicks in 6, so I'm happy I was right. But
yeah, so
San Antonio was a 2-1 favorite.
So I do think that when OKC and Spurs, when they were tight in their series, I was like, man, if the Spurs pull this off, I think the Knicks have a chance.
I think they had a better chance against the Spurs than the Thunder.
Would you guys eat the money? Would you pay, because they're going to have to, would you eat the money for Fox to go away?
You can't. His contract is probably the worst in basketball.
Would you eat the money?
You can't just eat the money.
You can't run it back.
You have to.
Okay.
You kind of have to, and you got to try to finagle this. You got to hire, man. You got to go to MIT.
Pay that guy all that money, and he should be playing behind Harper.
Listen, you got to go to MIT, get 3 nerds to figure out the contract and how they can maximize it to the greatest of its ability.
All right, you guys talk for a second. I'm on the trade machine. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you.
All right.
Trade machine.
This is what he does.
I love the trade machine.
So about 4 or 5 times a month, we'll get the random texts,
the screenshots
of hypotheticals on what to do in the NBA. It is fantastic.
And they be like, oh, how about this? How about this? How about this?
Listen, it could be.
It works, bro. It works. Look, it works.
It could be June. It doesn't matter. This dude loves to make NBA deals. It is hilarious.
That's so funny.
Who? Okay,
That's so funny.
So you got all the measurables, and you got to be objective, because I know you want to be right, because you've had some bold statements on social media, and I know you keep receipts. So put that aside for a second.
Okay.
Who's not the best player? Who's going to be the best pro if I ask you the same thing in 5 years?
Darren Peterson.
Ooh, you even...
He's a DP guy. We know this.
You have been...
All right, go ahead.
No. Like, tell me why.
Because he's him.
Okay.
Kobe is in his veins right now.
And you like him more post all the draft fluff than you did pre, and you loved him pre.
Listen, if I have time today, all
the shorties are they're with the grandparents, man. You got time.
I know.
You don't have to clean up syrup, nothing.
I know, but I got a lot of stuff to do around here. But
okay,
if I have time, I'm gonna make a big board. My top 30 favorite players. I'm going to put DP as tier 1. I'm going to put nobody in tier 2.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go tier 3 with whoever I want.
Really? He takes a drink. You can't drop your own mic.
I'm thirsty. What do you mean? I'm not dropping my mic. Mic's right here. What do you mean? I'm just chilling. I thought we were hanging out.
You know what you just said, right?
I do, and I just want to share like how
talk to me, Ant.
This
I'm
is
struggling.
fascinating.
Talk to me, 'cause I'm struggling.
He's so special. He's so special, and you know what? I know there's a lot of BS with him and playing half the games or playing a little bit into the second half and the whatever's going on there. A lot of that was the agent, man. A lot of that was the agent. The agent did some similar shit, I believe, with Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And he was like, that has nothing to do with basketball for me. Because you saw what he did when he was in these games. Like, you saw what he did to AJ in 20 minutes. I mean, he was going at him. Like, he just has that mentality. Now, if he starts doing that bullshit, I'm gonna call him out for it for sure. But if he's just hooping and playing, none of that stuff is a thing. I mean, I just think that if you look at like, Jalen Brunson just led his team to the NBA championship. SGA just led his team. I think Darren Peterson is better than both those dudes. So I'm like, it's still a guard-led game. I know there's guys like Jokic. I get it. There's guys like Giannis. I get it. There's, Tatum's out there. But, I just think that there's, like, I think he's up next. I think if he retires as a top 3 or top 4 shooting guard ever, top 3, top 4 guard ever, I would not be surprised.
Oh my gosh. You're not even giving yourself any room for error.
No margin. I am very rarely 10 toes in on people. He's got, man, if I had extra toes, it'd be 11, 12 toes. Like, I am so, man, call me. Hey, if he's a bust, if he's a bust, then
here's what I'm gonna do.
I'll take all the heat.
We're gonna reconvene in like a decade here, okay?
And I'll probably have met you 15 times in real life by then, man. You are fascinating.
If Darren Peterson ever makes first team All NBA, you name your terms.
Wait, what is this?
Listen, he's double income, no kids too, and he doesn't want kids.
Ooh.
Yeah, take advantage of it.
So, yeah.
Take advantage of it.
You get 10 years. You get 10 years of Darren Peterson's career. Because I'm not waiting longer than that, because Lord knows I probably won't be around. 10 years, all right? I will bet you he does not make a first-team All-NBA.
Okay. Okay.
We can figure
That's
out.
fine with me.
whatever, but like that's my bet.
That's fine with me. Because listen, there is a bet about 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my boys were talking, and I was talking about like hey, like you can go and you can find players. You can find players when they're like elementary school, like middle school. You know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, he's gonna be a pro, or oh, he's gonna be a 5-star. One of my boys called me out. He said, nope. He said, nope, that's not true. That's not true. Tell me somebody right now. You got 10 seconds. I go, Koa Pete. He was in the 7th grade.
Mm.
So if he gets drafted, he owes me, I think, $500.
Interesting.
So that'll be fun.
I would have
then-
minded. He's probably the one guy.
Koa Pete?
Yeah, because I'm a huge Koa Pete guy. I wouldn't have been surprised either way if he came back or if he stayed in the draft. He's like
Me
the one
neither.
guy. I was like, I could see him doing either one, and I'd be cool with either.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. But then I did an 8th grade. I did an 8th grade tape for like, hey, these are the guys who are up next. I think I did 11 different guys. 10 of the 11 went Division 1. 10 of the 11. The 11th, I don't know what happened to him. I think he switched over to football. I'm not sure. Honestly, to this day, I don't know what happened to him. But no, man, Cole was in there. Darren Peterson was also in that YouTube video as well.
Let me ask you something. I see a lot of people having him go. He's top 5. Most people's 5th in mocks. For you, what's the difference now between, let's say, Burry's going at 10 to the Bucks and Wagler going at like 5 to the Clippers? I'm fascinated by the Wagler-Burry's thing.
Because you love Burry's and you don't like Wagler.
I'm a Burry's guy. Walk me through that.
And you're a Wagler hater.
Not a hater. He's just very limited, and you're going to see it.
So I put, who was my comp for Braden Burris? I think my comp for him was Quentin Grimes plus. It's my comp for him. I kind
of like the bigger Jared McCain comp for Burris.
He's just not shifty. He does everything pretty good. But he does nothing elite, in my opinion. He's also
Wagler Halliburton.
I said Wagler was early CJ McCollum.
Who just got paid.
Yeah, because I don't, you know what? A lot of people see him as like a lead guard. I see him as being, he could do both, but I think he's going to be really good as a secondary playmaker, point of attack person. I think he'll be a real good Robin. I don't want him as a Batman. I don't think he's explosive enough, but I think he'll be best as a really good Robin.
Like a Jamal Murray? Athletic?
No, I need him to be a Robin to a guard. Not to
Robin to a guard. Okay.
Yeah, Robin to a guard.
Are you surprised that Michael Brown Jr. has had such a rapid ascent?
No, not so much. Not so much. Michael Brown Jr. was Keontae Georgie to me.
I thought you might say D'Angelo Russell.
But look, one thing about like Brown and Burries, they are a bit older. Especially Burries. I think he turns 21.
He's 21. Or he will be 21. Yeah.
It's gonna be 21 soon. So he's got what, 2 years on Wagler? He's got about 2 years on Wagler.
Wagler's young.
Yeah, so I don't know. Michael Brown is also, he's very polarizing to me, along with someone like a Darius Acuff.
I think Acuff's a surefire pro. I think he's going to be a great pro.
Yeah, but the floor scares me. If he's not that guy, what is the next level?
He
Think
may
about
have
like
to-
what
He may have to get kind of the Diller Harper treatment where he's in addition to in a backcourt. Let him come along that way.
yeah, but can you do that? Just like mentally, like are you able to thrive in that?
Is Mara going to be a good pro?
His frame scares me a little bit. He's going to need to get a little bit bigger, but he'll be okay as a passer. He'll be okay as like a rim runner. He'll be okay as a rim defender. Like NBA drops so much, but I think in the playoffs, he may get played off the floor a bit until he can get his stamina better, and he's able to fill out just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit.
I don't love Morrow.
Two guys really, really well. One, I've watched you get into some pretty good discussions on social media, and I like him, but he is a little soft. Who's going to be the better pro in 5 years? Ament or Morez Johnson?
Morez.
Just you get the fact he just likes it more?
Ament's a bust.
No, I just think Morez, I just think he could have played these playoffs. I don't think Ament could have.
But bust was written all over him. I've seen too many of those like, oh, look, he's Kevin Durant 2.0. No.
Nah, he's more like,
I'm just saying every tall guy that
more
has
Keith Van Horn than he is Kevin Durant.
I know, but every lanky dude with a skill set, they're like, oh, he's no. Like I've seen too many of those, and none of them can play.
My comp for him was almost not KD. That was almost my comp.
Could I get you? Could he be? Is he Keith Van Horn?
I don't think he's tough enough.
Okay, that's everybody. Everybody says that.
Yeah, that's why my comp for him was R&B Zachary Reischer.
I get the Reischer comp. I get that.
I just think he's. I don't know. Like
I could see Reischer.
It's just a little. The toughness thing for me is going to be a big. If he can fix that, I think he could be a really, really good 4.
All right, let me give you another one because I think you like him.
Okay.
Because I like their backcourt at Washington. Who are we talking about in the next 3 to 4 years, if either? Steinbach or Lindenborg?
It's tough because if Lindenberg doesn't do well in the league, it's not about basketball, in my opinion.
It's just that quirky. It's his. I always call him weird.
He seems like a weird dude. I don't know what to like. He just seems like a strange dude.
If he maintains his edge, it's gonna be Yaxel. Steinbach's a really, really good rebounder, high level rebounder. Gonna be tough offensively. Defensively, he's a bit of a wet napkin. And that's where I'm like, could he play in these playoffs? No. Yaxel for sure.
Is there anything worse than a wet napkin? It's useless.
All right. One for me here. This is a guy that I won't tell you how I feel about him.
Why are there music playing?
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you doing? What
is that? The Ant Get Off the Show music?
Listen, I don't know what Shane is doing.
Listen, our next guest is internal. Avery knows how the show goes. It'll be fine. You guys relax. All right.
Dang.
It'll be fine.
Dang,
she works here. She knows how me and DB are. It'll be fine.
I got Apollo'd out of here, bro.
I love Ant. I sent him a message 8 minutes ago. I said, quickly becoming one of my favorite segments.
He's everybody's favorite. Look how many people are online. He's in the 2K range. Listen, and they have Shane and Robbie have a thing, so don't mind their internal fighting. Don't like.
I should push. Hold on. Can I push a link out?
Yeah. Do what you want to do.
There is. Hold on. Let me push up a link. Can you DM me the link to this show?
Yeah. We can
I
definitely
can start doing that.
Yeah, always. Because I mean, when I say everybody's, it's crazy. And we would bring you on to talk about anything. It doesn't even have to be basketball. Next time we're getting into parenting.
Oh, I was gonna get into clans.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
I got a lot of thoughts on parenting too, Ant.
Yeah, he hates kids.
I don't hate kids. I just don't want anything to do with them. It's a big difference. And let me ask you about Caleb Wilson, because
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I'm interested. It looks like he's going to end up at Chicago. Where are you at with Caleb Wilson in terms of his comp and in your projection of him?
The only reason he knows I love Carolina, so he's been on the Caleb Wilson hype train because I'm on the Caleb Wilson hype train.
I love Carolina. Like, I grew up with Carolina gear all the time. I think they have the best brand in sports. I think they're number one. I think Georgetown's second.
Okay.
When it comes like basketball, like aura,
Carolina
Bro.
gear goes super hard.
bro, UNC and Georgetown go crazy. Oh my God.
You're a big Argyle guy, apparently.
Woo. Listen, don't walk by me with the Georgetown Hoyas Allen Iverson gear. You better watch out. I told the wife, I'm like, hey, look, somebody walked by. That is my hall pass.
Wow.
Hey, you better relax. Better calm down, buddy. Better take that jersey off.
Okay, Caleb Wilson.
All right. Caleb Wilson.
Of all
right.
passes. Really?
So, all right, Caleb Wilson, my comp for him. I tell people this is probably one of my all-time favorite comps because it is, in my opinion, it's like to the T.
Mm-hmm.
I said 6'10 Hornets Gerald Wallace.
Oh, interesting.
So not a big jump shooter. He will shoot the midi, but when it comes to aggressiveness, finishing at the rim, I mean, he is all that, just all over the boards.
So where does the 6'10 Gerald Wallace get you?
A very, very good player.
Guys,
Very good player.
Get you
I think-
19-6.
Man, yeah. I mean, that's someone. No. I think you're looking at 8 boards.
What's his? That's off the top.
So his best year in Charlotte was 18-10. He had an interesting year early in Charlotte. He had a 15-8, 2.5 steals, 2 blocks, which is an interesting. I think Caleb.
Because you like his You like his activity.
I think he might.
I love his
score
activity. His
15,
defense
but-
sucks. His defense sucks. He does stand up all the time for some reason.
Well,
like,
did
straight
you
up.
watch them the 3/4 of the year? They couldn't guard me. Like that was
Yeah.
a Carolina. That was a Hubert thing.
Yeah, but I didn't know that you were like that, though. You know what I'm saying? if I didn't know that you was like that, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey, man, you out here coaching the youngins and whatnot, bro. I'm sure you can put the ball in the cup a little bit. You feel me? You tell your little point guard who plays like 5 other sports, hey, yo,
It's almost like he knows Caleb. I have that guy, Ant. He just decided to play football.
bro. I was about to say Carson, but that was hella close.
I'm done. You need a timeout. Anyone in Hoya's gear, Ant? Like
Anyone can get it. Charlie, Chuck, Lauren, Spot, the ferret.
wow.
Listen. That fucking pattern on the sidebar. Are you kidding me? I need a towel right now. Listen. I'm mad at your man's. He hasn't brought up the picture yet. Probably best that this don't turn NSFW.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
All right, and before we let you go, any draft hot takes that you need to get off your chest, the things you've been ruminating on that you're like, hey, nobody's talking about this, it needs to be said out loud.
Man, I think you're gonna see a lot. Man, this is one of my favorite drafts, honestly, that I've been able to cover. A few things, man. I'm just going through my comp list. I am very interested where Zuby goes from St. John's.
Ooh, okay.
I think no matter where he goes, he's going to be underdrafted, and it's because these front offices are scared as shit. That's why they're afraid. I know a lot of them want to have him, absolutely, but they won't because they don't want to get fired. That's one. Two, Jaden Quaintance. I am so interested to see where he goes. Yeah, so I had two comps for him.
He's like Houdini, man. He could disappear in front of thousands.
You don't know. So, like, I have two comps for him. One is healthy Jaden Quaintance. I said was like a UMass Marcus Camby.
Oh, okay.
Healthy. I said unhealthy Jaden Quaintance is 2026 Bismack Biyombo. Two very different people. Now, flip a coin. Do you trust the knee? He said at the combine his knee was 95%. That means, now this was when May, so he should play in the summer league, right? If his knee was truly 95%. I guarantee you he does not play. I guarantee you he does not play. So I'm not even sure how healthy that knee is. He didn't do any of the drills at the combine. He just did his height, and he did like all the stuff where you were like, you don't move. So I don't have his medicals in front of me, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. He played, I think, 3 or 4 games, and like he came out and said that they shut him down because his knee kept swelling up. I don't know why you would say that in front of everybody.
Yeah,
so that right there probably lost him like $3 million.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want Boynton Jr.?
Boynton?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because it's gonna he's got head coach acumen. You know, no matter what happened at Oklahoma State, he's been a head coach for a long time. And then he's now been an assistant for a while too. So he's learned so much the last decade or so with Dusty the last couple years. You know, he's learned a lot from him. So I think it's okay for him to, be that guy moving forward and keeping everything intact. Because now if he comes out and he's successful in this season, it's like, okay, something is here where this was a true hand off the program deal. Now you could take over and do things your way. So hope he does well. I hope the roster stays together because it's a very good roster, but it's one of those things where you just gotta hope for the best, Just gotta hope for the best.
That is our guy, Ant Wright.
Never ever
terrific
disappoint.
as always.
Stay away from Spot. That's all I'm
be
telling
careful.
you.
Hey,
Be
listen,
careful with
Spot better quit playing with your boy. Hey, don't look at me with that side panel Hoyas.
Just keep that Hoyas gear somewhere else, man. And we appreciate it. We'll talk to you, everybody.
Yeah, anytime. See you guys.